It is championship weekend here from Istanbul Park in Turkey. The circuit, of course, famous for F1, but now being made more famous by the FIA World Rallycross Championship double-header decider. As well, of course, we're deciding this afternoon the European Rallycross Championship for Supercars, and then RX3's European title will be decided tomorrow, along with the second of the double-header for World RX. Andreas Bakkerud, good to have you here.
Nice. My
name's Andrew Cody. We're excited, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. I actually won here in 2014 and finished second here in 2015. Great memories, awesome track. I really like it. It's kind of divided into two sections. One is very high grip, smooth and tight on the tarmac, and then carnage starts on the dirt. Very slippery, very, very tricky.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic place to go racing. You're going to see Q3 coming up in a minute, the semi-finals as well for Euro RX, then straight into the final for World RX, and then the final for the European Rallycross Championship. That is their last round, their last race before they enter the World Rallycross Championship tomorrow. So it's going to be great fun tomorrow as well. But a European champion to crown this afternoon. Let's take a look at the standings before we arrived here in Turkey. Johan Kristoffersson at the top of the table on 90 points. He's 15 points clear of Niklas Gronholm. OC Baby just a further 4 back. Timmy Hansen and Kevin Hansen, of course, not here this time. Neither's Rutgen and Clara is, though, down in P7. And Patrick O'Donovan down in 8th place as well. I went out before the weekend started and had a catch-up with the drivers, get their thoughts ahead of the championship decider. Clara, good to see you. We're in Turkey, double header, 2 chances for a result.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's the last dance of the season, and as you say, it's nice to have a double header. 2 good chances of a nice result, and hopefully I can support Niklas also in the fight for the medals.
And you were here last year. How are the electric cars versus internal combustion? Obviously, Rutgen won, but the weather was a bit different. Where earlier the weather's drier, hotter.
Yeah, it's hard to say. The EUT is changed since last time we were here, so I think it's a bit more equal now. On the tarmac, we are for sure strong, but the gravel section here is extremely slippery. It's like ice. So yeah, that will be quite interesting to see how we adapt.
Top step of the podium?
I hope so. Let's see.
Niklas, championship weekend, double header. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. Obviously, would have liked the points gap to be a little bit smaller, but we'll give it a go anyway.
With the Euro cars being in with you guys during qualifying, obviously there's a bit more jeopardy, which could work to your advantage, but then the point scoring, there's only 4 cars scoring points, so yeah. I guess you've worked out the connotations.
I'm pretty confident we can handle the Euro guys anyway. Of course, they are a little bit lighter in the first race, and then they will have some added weight for Sunday, but yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I think it's going to be fine.
Turn 1 here can be quite tricky. You are going to need to beat them to that first corner because it is narrow.
Yeah. Luckily, I have quite good launches and good turn 1s this year, so we'll keep on doing those moves, and hopefully we can get out in front.
All right, good luck, mate.
Thank you.
OC.
Hello, mate.
Good to see you. Championship weekend. You're in P3 at the minute. It's possible to beat Johan mathematically, but it's a big ask. You're his teammate. What's the vibe here?
I mean, for us, the most important is to win the team championship, and then also for sure the drivers championship. It's possible, but you know the biggest target is Niklas. He's 4 points ahead, so the biggest task this weekend is to beat 2 in the championship, and then so we can secure the team championship
and a
P1 and 2 in the championship.
So win the race to turn 1.
Yeah, exactly. That's important.
Johan, championship weekend. You're actually in Lewis Hamilton's garage from 2020 when he won the World Championship here. That was his 7th. This would be your 8th. How are you feeling?
Hopefully it would be the 8th.
Yeah, would. Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, good feeling. Good to be back. Istanbul Park's a great place. Nice track. So, yeah, I'm looking forward.
You've been here before 7 times. I know an 8th title would be really special, but how do you manage the mindset for the weekend?
Well, yeah, of course, you try and prepare as well as you can. I've done the preparation that I normally do for every weekend. You know, I don't do more, I don't do less for this round compared to any other. And then, yeah, like always, you try and prepare the car as well as you can. Try and, you know, we walk the track now. Try to anticipate what's going to happen on track condition, and yeah, we'll try our best.
All right, very best of luck, mate. Mika, championship weekend for the European Rallycross Championship. Obviously, it didn't quite go your way last time in Finland, but we have another chance here.
Yeah, everything is possible, but we see.
there are 10 cars, and Nyirád is a bit like this with his form. I mean, if you focus and you think it's possible, or you think it's too far?
Yeah, maybe too far, but let's see.
Nyirád Bakkerud, you're leading the championship. It's been a bit of a roller coaster season. One job to do and one day to do it in. How are you feeling?
It's going to be tough, you know, the competition is tough. I mean, Mika is fast, Damian is fast. I mean, we have a 10 points advantage, let's see. But it's a rallycross. Everything can happen, you know.
And on Sunday, you get the chance to enter the final round of the World Rallycross Championship. That should be really good fun.
Yeah, yes, I think the pressure from the title fight is going to be off, so it's just purely for fun.
Racing.
I think it's going to be enjoyable, yeah.
All right, enjoy.
Thanks.
Good to hear the thoughts, I say, of everybody excited about the conclusion to the championship. FIA European Rallycross Championship just saw us talking to Nyirád Bakkerud when he came here at a 10-point lead over Mika Limatainen. Then Litvinovic, Volland, Enlund, Kiss, Ikonen and Oman are your top 8 in that one. So it really is a 3-car race, Bakkerud, Limatainen and Litvinovic. Let's have a look around this fantastic track here, Istanbul Park in Turkey. You can see it's 1,300 metres standard, 1,400 plus for the Joker, 60% asphalt, 40% gravel. Andreas Bakkerud said earlier, it really is two completely different tracks together. Here's a lap on board with Johan Kristoffersson.
Yeah, the start here into turn 1. You see the barrier here on the right-hand side. It's concrete, super narrow in this section. Here you get the option to go to the Joker, and that's what Johan is doing. Going from the super grippy tarmac Formula 1 track into a very slippery kind of concrete / tarmac into turn 4 and 5. A lot of like undercuts and overtakes before we go into turn 6. Important to brake straight, V the corner, make a good rotation before going into the dirt. This is on the training, so it was very greasy and slippery into turn 7, 8. 8 coming over this little crest, very, very tight. As you can see, the track is very, very narrow. Into the slowest part of the track, turn 9, big hairpin. Backwards entry. Try to manage the grip. Obviously with the EV car, which we are riding on board with now, it's very, very competitive in that kind of terrain. Over the crest, into the last turn, flawless. Johan is a beast. Over the finish line.
Absolutely brilliant stuff from Johan Kristoffersson, and as well from Andreas.
I think I did well there.
I think you did a great job, mate. So what an absolutely brilliant place for us to go racing this weekend. First qualifying session here in Turkey. Väbi and Kristoffersson in the middle of the grid. Remember, the world runners running with the Euro runners. OC Väbi got the whole shot. Kristoffersson followed him until this. Väbi backed it in a bit too much. Kristoffersson had to reverse to get out the way to Paynen. Managed to get round Väbi. Kristoffersson would take the checkered flag, but with some 4 seconds lost, could Niklas Gronholm capitalise in the very next race. He had his teammate, Clara Anderson, on the inside. They were sandwiching Litvinovic on the run to the first corner. Gronholm gets a big old tap, lights the throttle up, and holds on to the CE Dealer team machine. Managed to pass Litvinovic up in turn 2. Super slippery conditions. Litvinovic with a bit of a wall tap in the background. Gronholm continuing to lead. And it was a much bigger wall tap to come from Moser in the background. Broke the suspension here. Big problems for him. Gronholm managed to win the session in World RX. Euro runners still to come. The main one of those being Nyirád Bakkerud, second on the grid here in the blue-coloured Audi. Got a decent start around the outside. Limatainen, his main title rival, though, beat him to the whole shot, but worse was yet to come. Karai made a clean pass on Bakkerud, but Bakkerud's steering got broken, and the European Championship leader would go no further in Q1. Disastrous start to his title campaign weekend. On to Q2, Bakkerud on the outside, looking to make amends. Got all the way around the outside in the very first corner and drove off into the distance. Fantastic performance by him. Visor down, eyes down, got the job done. Brilliant recovery in Q2. 3 qualifiers and they're the final today, of course. 3 wide on the run to the first corner in the next one. Väbi trying to find a way through, but couldn't get to the whole shot. To Paynen just in front of him. But Väbi had great pace and managed to get it done tactically when the Jokers played out Väbi to the point. So OC Väbi taking the flag in the first encounter of Q2. The next one with our World Championship regulars as well. On the inside, Niklas Gronholm getting the better of Johan Kristoffersson in the start. And then the bundle on the way down to the Joker lap split. In the mix was Limatainen. Limatainen holding Gronholm up until he managed to find a way through up the inside line. The dust kicking up. The first session very wet. The second very dusty. Clara Anderson coming around in the Joker lap into P4 in this one. Super close, but Niklas Gronholm out front, 2 qualifying session wins, a brilliant job by him. So these are the qualifying standings after Q2. Niklas Gronholm with the win in both sessions. Johan Kristoffersson is in P2. Ola Christian P3, Clara Anderson P4. That would mean 1 title championship point going the way of Gronholm during qualifying today if he holds on to that position after Q3. Euro RX intermediate standings, Mika Limitainen wins both sessions. He was super quick as well up against the world drivers. Tamas Karajan P2, Topainen P3, Litvinenov P4. Belevsky's down in 5th. He could lose 3 points here. So as we get to the finals, let's take a look back at all the action from Q3 earlier on today. Right, we're getting ourselves ready then for Q3 for both FIA European Rallycross Championship at RX1 and, of course, the FIA World Rallycross Championship. Double header for World RX, so we'll have a final later today. But remember, it's a single header for Euro RX, so they have semis and a final today as well. We like to keep things nice and complicated, but it does mean double the action. And Andreas, it means double the chances for Johan to have a problem. You know, if we want to keep the championship alive, he wants to win it as early as possible. The Euro guys are under pressure. It's go, go, go.
Yeah, and also the mix from EV and IC
Good,
cars.
isn't it?
I mean, it's amazing. The sound of these ICE cars are great. And the speed from the EV cars are awesome. So, and combined, especially on this track where it's so high grip on the tarmac and so slippery on the dirt, it's crucial.
Yeah, super exciting session in prospect for you. Volland on the inside from Mark Moser, Mandy August and Attila Moser. We had some family action earlier on in RX3. You can go and find that on social media if you want. The Souzas came together. Oh, Volland immediately tries to claim a bit of land on the run off the line, gets to turn 1 first. The Mosers are in behind, side by side. Mandy August dropped to the back of the pack. Volland did well there, just claimed some space off the line.
Absolutely, he had a rocket of a start. He had a great takeoff. He needs to set a good time now. Q1 and Q2 wasn't particularly very good from him. In Q2, he finished 7th. So 7th in Q1, 7th in Q2. Not what he wants.
No, I want to be further up than that one. Niels, we know, hasn't had much testing in his car. We spoke about this, didn't we, at a previous event?
I spoke with his team. They are saying after he crashed in Portugal, that's kind of gone a little bit into his head. It's his first year in a supercar. These cars are brutal to drive. He's struggling on the dirt. He's super quick on the tarmac. So if he can loosen up a little bit, enjoy the ride a little bit, I think he will be much quicker.
We were saying as well, obviously, as we mentioned earlier in qualifying, you've driven all these cars, and although you rate the Audi as exceptionally fast when you're on top of it,
yeah,
it's also one of the trickier cars to be on top of.
It is. It's a very hard car to start with. The starts, as everyone knows in Rallycross, is so crucial. I would say 65% of the game is in the start. Tarmac, this car is the best car.
Really?
Yeah. In my eyes and in my view, I spoke with Johan Kristoffersson about it because he won the World Championship in 21 with the car, and he said he had never driven a better car in Lohéac.
Really?
Yeah.
How much of that's Mattias Ekström?
I don't know.
The influence on the team.
EKS kind of was built around him, his friends, his family, and his engineers. So for sure it was designed around him, and Mattias is a very, very clever engineer, as well as being a great driver. He has his feedback, he has his liking and stuff, and he knows what he likes. So he puts his ideas and thoughts together with Audi Sport, Lehman engine, Sada gearbox, transmission.
Yeah.
It's a beast.
It's a piece of kit, but it's really knife edgy.
And it's not very different to the VW Polo in terms of balance, in terms of geometry, but a little bits here and there.
Yeah.
It's still like a 500,000 euro.
Yeah.
Car.
Yeah, that's Mandy August. So Mandy August, that's in the hairpin coming on.
So
that's turn 6.
She said it was sketchy on the dirt, and it looks like she hit the water on the dirt.
Yeah, so I was just about to say they're watering. If you look, when you see some of the wider camera shots, you'll see they're watering offline on the dirt. So although it's dusty online, they're watering offline. Gotta be honest, I'd like to see just a bit of water across the dry line as well.
Yeah.
But I do get we want the trend. There it is. So yeah, if you get on that, you've just come off the dusty, dry pavement section almost, and then you're just going to be a passenger into the wall.
That is true. It's also good to see the both Motorsport cars up on track here. I'm not really sure if this is the old MGP cars
Yeah,
or
I think it was because when we
start.
asked them in Hungary, wasn't it?
Yeah. With
But
Pico
one of them had a
engines
new engine, if you remember, in
Yeah.
Hungary when we spoke to them. Volland is 5.3 up the road. That should be enough, but he can't afford to sit back. So here we go. Niels Volland comes over the start-finish line.
Niels did a 103.4, which is very, very
Really good.
competitive. But then he lost a lot of time the lap
2 seconds, yeah.
2 seconds. So, and now he's going into the Joker.
So he's gone in this time. The gap's 4.5, and that is easily enough. Nicely done. Consistency's hard. Speed over 1 lap, I'm not saying it's easy, speed over any lap is hard, but you might nail a perfect lap, but nailing 4 perfect laps is really hard.
You take Johan Kristoffersson, you know, the world champ, the champ of the
Killer,
champs
isn't he?
here in Rallycross. It rarely changes.
The thing I love about Johan is he gets so annoyed if you're like, yeah, I was annoyed because I was 10 slower.
Two tenths.
Yeah, he's good though, isn't it? He's so into. That's why he's the benchmark. He's so into it. He's so into it. So down towards infield now. You might be able to hear popping and banging in the background. That's because we're parked just off next to the pre-grid, and everyone just got a bit too excited there. I think they thought they were doing their tyre walk before they got in. Volland coming over the jump. Going to come around the right-hander now. Let's take a look and see what the time will be.
I see he's a little bit hesitating in his rotation, Nils. Still needs to loosen up a bit, but still got one very quick lap in 103.4. If you can copy that, look at the V-box, work with that lap and replicate it more times.
Yeah, that would have put him... He would have been P2.
4:23.
Yeah, in Q2 he would have been P2. Now, that, overall, among the Euro runners. P2 among the Euro runners. So that's a good run by Niels Volland. So we've got mixed grids here, which makes things a little bit more interesting. He hasn't won a qualifying session so far yet this year. Might he be able to do it at the final round? Look at this, he came off the line and just gave a little squeeze to Moser. Clever, I think, just to get himself out of the wall enough to turn in.
Yeah, it's hard to make a dead straight start anyhow. Like, it's a lot of movements in the chassis. He just moved a little bit to the right to get more room into turn 1. See, Moser was a bit late with the rotation on the dirt. Niels in the Joker. He had a gap to both the Mosers, but yeah, still a clean run. We didn't see what he made for a mistake in lap 3, but obviously losing 2 seconds to himself in 1 lap, that's a lot. It could have been 4:21.
Yeah, it could, which would have been an absolutely epic time.
Yeah.
Right, race 2 coming up then in Q3. Mixture, remember, of Euro RX and World RX runners in this. It's Balevsky, then alongside Balevsky is Tepainen, who is, of course, Limatanen's teammate. And then we've got Karai, Litvinovic and Munich. Litvinovic is also in the title fight. So Litvinovic was 15 points back from Balevsky, and say anything can happen. That's a bit of a bigger ask, I think, from back there.
It
Off
is.
the line for the Marshals. The 3 Audis in this one. Watch them all ready to squat down at the back. Here we go.
That was a long hold.
Tepainen got away well, just going to get squeezed, but gets in front, almost puts Balevsky in the wall. Balevsky holds on, almost puts Tepainen in the wall on the outside. They're still side by side on the run to the second corner. Oh no, Tepainen turns in too early, goes backwards across turn 1. Balevsky avoids him. Oh, he's got lucky there. Litvinovic has avoided him as well. Probably a bit too much of Tepainen there.
A lot of action into turn 1 and 2. Tepainen absolutely trying to be the best teammate for Mika to help him in the championship, being ahead of Yuri Balevsky.
Yeah,
you know, at the end of the day, I think Mika is also one of the sponsors of Tepainen here. But at the end of the day, Johnny, he's trying everything to win the race himself. Beating
in the background,
important.
they're off. Balevsky's up the inside of Litvinovic. Litvinovic trying to find a way past, but Balevsky holding on. They're almost at a standstill in the hairpin. Karai's in the mix as well. Munich also on the back of the pack. Karai and Munich already jokered. They're in a great position. The front two are holding themselves up.
They really are, and we saw Yuri and Litvinovic running wide into turn 8. They have water just on the outside of the racing line on the dirt. It's super tricky, and I wonder why the spotters haven't really mentioned that to the drivers, that Mandy August got caught in the first heat race. So that's strange to me.
Tyre bail, look, he's right the way off that curve and on the inside line. Rennie Munich with great exit speed, trying to find a way past Karai, but he can't. Munich's new car looks good. They're running, by the way, KMS rear wings now on the Seats.
Oh, I didn't see that before now.
Yeah, so apparently they fit the profile of the Nyirád meter.
Litwinovic and Belevsky is bumping into each other. Obviously, Litwinovic is not happy with Yuri's pace at the moment. And they really come together. Super wide entry from Belevsky there. Looks awesome.
Litwinovic should make, I was going to say should maybe a Joker. The problem he's got, of course, is that Karai and Munich are right there. He hasn't got any breathing space to Joker as they went on lap 1.
Yeah.
And of course, Belevsky and Litwinovic were held up by the spinning to Paynen. So, nightmare scenario for them.
That is true. But overall, I think they're losing a bit of time. They're going a little bit up and down in pace and performance here.
Belevsky's going to lose P1 according to our Joker predictor as he comes out of turn 1. Watch for him to go in the split. Karai only 1.6 back. Karai in the black and red in the background. He doesn't go on this lap, so Belevsky knows he's got to stay out. Litwinovic has gone.
It's going to be tight with Renner.
Can he get alongside Rennie Munich? Oh, Munich shuts the door. That's what Susan was trying to do earlier in RX3, but it didn't come off. He was already there. Munich looking good in the stats. It looks wicked, doesn't it? The brand new Ibiza is so nice.
It's a brand new car in Finland.
Yeah, it was.
New cars in Rallycross is
unusual.
These times.
We love a new car, don't we? There are new cars coming. That's exciting. 2028, the regulations change, and that'll be when we've got lots of new cars coming.
So René is running a Pipo engine in that Seat. He's gone from Lehmann engine, the same engine that is in the Audis. But this is a 2017 engine from Pipo, so it's not the latest spec in Evo, but it's still very torquey.
Weapon. Karai's way closer. It was 2.2 when they came over the last sector. What is it now as they come over the line? 1.5. So Karai almost certain to take the lead here between Belevsky out front. Belevsky's got to go Joker on this one, and he goes. Karai will take the standard lap into the F1 turn, F1 width, F1 grip, super quick. Munich's going to come in hot, but he's not close enough. Belevsky slots into P2. Andreas Limatainen is in the next race. He might be stealing some championship points from Belevsky here, I reckon.
Yeah, and I do hope that Limatainen's spotters are making him aware that if you go offline, you're going to lose 4 seconds. You know, it's that slippery.
People a tiny mistake, massively punished.
It's super crucial to stay on the racing line, especially the first lap, to calm down a little bit more than normally. But Karai here is doing a great job. He did a 103.3 and 103.2, and consistency haven't been his strength. Sorry, 103.1 and 102.3. So going over a second quicker than Belevsky.
Volland and the two Moses. So Volland's time 4:23. Let's see whether or not Karai beats it. He will. The question mark's where Belevsky comes in. So Belevsky gets a 4:22.5. Yes, so he does. He beats Volland as well. He's lucky there, because I thought with the time loss he might be beaten by the Moses and Volland from the previous race.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad recovery there from Belevsky in P2 after what happened in turn 1. Here is Paynen, who did his best to hold on to the lead, but
I want to see the replay.
Yeah, me too. I think he's turned into he's gone for. I don't know. He's gone for the squeeze. Or, yeah, he tried.
Yeah.
He tried, and we all love a trier. Yeah. Tamas Karai takes the win from Belevsky, Litwinovic, Munich, and Paynen. Right, take a look at turn 1 again. Andreas, you can talk us through this, mate. You're the expert.
I mean, there's a lot of feelings involved here. It's the season finale. It's all in, and it's your first race or second race in the European Championship in a new car, new team. Going from the outside, trying to get back onto that racing line, moving way too much into Yuri there.
They did. You see, they did lose time, didn't they? So the two that went Joker.
Yeah, but then Yuri and Litwinovic did a mistake in lap 2. Or was it 1?
Oh, I can't remember.
No, I can't remember.
No, a mistake. This was actually it was a good joke, wasn't it, by Belevsky. Tried really hard, super wide out with good rotation on the car.
Overtake from Litwinovic to Rennie Munich in the last lap.
Good stuff then from Karai, takes the win. Great stuff from qualifying here in Turkey, Q3 going on. To Paynen, he's so good. We know he's so good. He's in a different car. He's in the car that Rukkanen won in last year. The car you've just driven recently.
No.
The other one, Clara's car. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
He's desperate to make a good account of himself. I am actually more looking forward to him being in the World Championship tomorrow.
Yeah, me too, absolutely. And you know, it's a very fine car. It's a top level car, top level team, loads of experience. They're engineers. I know them, and you know, some of those guys worked with Hyundai WRC, with Peugeot in WRC. loads of
Dialed.
experience, dialed. Yeah, and that car has proven itself so many times, won a bunch of races. So yeah, it's cool that Johnny Turpainen gets the opportunity. I mean,
and
a newcomer from Finland.
16.
I've been looking in the bowl for a new up-and-coming star from Finland, and I haven't seen one for a while. So it's awesome to see someone picking up the...
We've had some brilliant drivers come across and try the championship this year. And I'm excited about the prospect of them maybe coming again next year. Mike O'Tan with the win last time out, coming across, good stuff. Anderson, remember Lucas Anderson and Turpainen going at it in Höljes? It was awesome. Wicked. Like we want to see more of that. So there are some drivers there, and I'm hoping that they will be encouraged by the fact that this will be the top tier next year, and they're in machinery they feel they can win in, and they want to come and have a go. So I think we could be in for maybe seeing the next generation come through.
Yeah.
Not that it's over yet, mate.
No,
you know, are you still working on it?
I am, and you know,
we love having you in here, but I know where you want to be. So do I. If I win the lottery, I'll be gone.
You know, I love the Ford Puma that we built for the rear-wheel drive in the Norwegian Rallycross Championship. It's such a competitive class and such a competitive championship, and I like being back in Norway. I haven't done that for many years, but missing the front-wheel drive shafts as well.
Well, hopefully, mate, we'll see you back on the grid next year. That'd be fantastic. Final race of qualifying here, day one in Turkey. On the inside, Niklas Gronholm hoping to steal some championship points off Kristoffersson in the qualifying stages. Mika Limatainen up here with all the World Championship drivers. This has been incredibly impressive from him. OC Baby, Johan Kristoffersson and Clara Anderson. Mika Limatainen, this is, Andreas will get into it in the race. Let's see if he can get another brilliant start here. Gronholm at the minute is 1 place ahead of Kristoffersson in qualifying. You get 3-2-1 for the top 3 positions in terms of points. And if Gronholm can hold on to just taking 1 point off Kristoffersson, that'd be great. He'd like more, but he would need Johan to have a bad run here. And Johan will be absolutely on it here, I'm certain of that. He knows he needs a great qualifier. He's out in slot number 4, look, but it is his teammate inside him. So Limatainen, the sole IC car here from Euro RX. Gets another great launch. Limatainen on the run down to turn 1. Contact. Baby goes round. Contact with Kristoffersson. He's spun in turn 1. Baby spins the car back round and goes away. Who's in the lead? As it says, Gronholm for Limatainen up the inside. It's Kristoffersson trying to make a pass just for a moment on the long shot. I thought it was Clara with this special logo livery on the car. Round the outside, gets it done, moves up into P2. So Kristoffersson is not messing about here. No prisoners.
Yeah, that was a great move by Johan. He just did what was needed there into turn number 3. Mika, you know, it's hard because like the EV cars are a bit heavier, so I expected more from Mika in the mid-corner speed there, because you can have more speed than a heavier machinery next to you.
Is that the Kristoffersson factor, though? You know, it's a bit like having Schumacher behind you, isn't it? You know, Hamilton, Verstappen, all those guys.
And I also think Mika's championship isn't to mess about in the World Championship.
No, that's true.
His race is towards Yuri Belevsky. He wants to fight Yuri fair and square. You know, he suffered big time in Finland.
He did.
He's a few points behind. The championship is still very, very open, and you know, Johan Kristoffersson beating you. All right, no problem.
This is the thing, and also go with him. You know, what are they doing? Watch for the little nuances they're doing. You're on board now with Kristoffersson. Looks up the right-hand side of Gronholm. He wants to show Gronholm he's there. Kristoffersson's flinging it about like it is the IC car. Gets the undercut out to the right. He's going to come back to the inside line. He's looking for a good exit here to try and get him on the brakes, but he's not close enough. He is. He goes up the inside anyway. Kristoffersson makes the pass. You're on board with him now. They're side by side again, and Niklas Gronholm's got it back again. So Johan Kristoffersson drops to P2 on the outside.
Yeah, inside, outside, that was an awesome move. Great racing. Let's see if the right rear of Johan got any hits, because that was a hard hit into the fence.
It was indeed. Super close. Unfortunately for him, he's given away the one move, hasn't he, early in the race. So Gronholm will be wise to that now. He lined that up from 3 corners back, Andreas.
And that's what's awesome about this track. It's so wide on the tarmac, so much high grip. You can go outside, inside. You can go inside, outside. It doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, well, it do matters. But
I do know what you mean. Yeah, there are options, because there are so many places with no option. And of course, there's no option on the dust section. Into the Joker lap, last moment decision. Kristoffersson goes in, Nyirád goes with him. Nyirád is going on pace here with some of the very best in the world. This is a great drive, Andreas.
Nyirád did lose 2 seconds to Niklas and Johan after the first lap, but after Niklas and Johan was fighting,
coming together, yeah,
he catched right back up. But there is a difference between the World Championship drivers and the...
Baby trying to find a way around Clara Anderson. Anderson goes defensive, Baby looks to the inside line. Clara just holds on. Wasn't sure if she got a tap there and she nudged the barrier on the inside. She's sideways again, Baby still trying to find a way through.
Niklas Gronholm just setting the quickest lap time of the weekend so far with a 101 point. Yeah, I didn't get it on my screen.
Yeah,
101.9, sorry.
A fast one. Still the pressure comes for Anderson from Baby. Out front says that Gronholm will retain P1 is what our predictor says. Kristoffersson, though, will be on a big push, and you can't count against him on a one-lap charge. This then for the lead. It is indeed over the line. It's only 3.3. That will only just be enough. They might be side by side. Gronholm into the Joker. Kristoffersson every inch of the curbs, getting the polo rotated on the inside. Gronholm round the outside, should have the inside line here.
It will be an undercut now. It will be an undercut.
He looks for it, and he's going to try and again flick it back up the inside. Again, this might be another attempt at the same move on the run down into turn 6.
Oh, he did great there, Niklas, covering up his inside.
Kristoffersson trying to go around the outside, can't do it this time. Gronholm holds on, and Johan has to give best. Great drive by Niklas.
You don't see it on the telly, but there is a big fight between Clara Anderson and Ole Christian Baby in the background. We see tire smoke all over the place.
Oh, it's two big battles going on, aren't there, between the two sets of teammates. Nyirád in the middle, of course, is trying to set the fastest time in Euro meantime. Gronholm out front looking for a clean sweep of qualifying, and he's going to get it. So Niklas Gronholm, Johan Kristoffersson tried everything to get past. It's only going to be a point, but it's a point the right way for Niklas. And of course, Kristoffersson always there doing what he needs to pick up the titles. Gronholm over the line will take the TQ spot here in Turkey on day 1. With a clean sweep of qualifying, Kristoffersson will get P2 in the standings. And Nyirád, what did he do? For 20.7, not enough to beat Karai, but he does beat Bolevsky. So it's about where Bolevsky ends up in the standings to see what the points do for Euro qualifying.
Remembering Bolevsky did a DNF in Q1.
Yes, so he's he was already in P5. He had a good one there with a P3, hasn't he? That will help. So he might manage to stem the flow a little bit. Gronholm looking very pleased with himself, and rightly so. He takes the win from Kristoffersson by half a second. Nyirád with a fantastic drive in P3. Then it's Clara Anderson and OC Baby P4 and P5. Woo! Here's the start.
Such an equal start. You see the rear wheel of Baby hits the front wheel of Kristoffersson when he was braking. He has so much load on that wheel where Baby has nothing. So that's why his car flies up and Johan stays
so because track. He's on the brakes. So
here's the first overtake from Johan where Niklas is doing the undercut, giving a little nudge to Johan there so he runs wide into the fence. And then from there on, there was a big fight going on between Clara and Ole Christian. To me, in my eyes, Ole Christian has been maybe the quickest driver here today, but he hasn't had the chance
luck as he's been in the wrong grid places.
In race 1, it was track evolution. Here we see the last big fight in between Niklas and Johan.
Oh, Niklas has been so impressive. I'm so gutted what happened in Finland. You know, him not being, because if he'd been there in Finland, he hadn't had the
explain it, everyone. He had some issues with his car in the final in Finland. He was in the lead.
Yeah,
if he'd been staying up there top 2,
blue light
it would be such a great season finale.
So Niklas Gronholm taking the top qualifier spot here, and Johan Kristoffersson being in P2 means that the championship will go down to the final round tomorrow. It is a big advantage for Kristoffersson, but Gronholm's taken 1 point off him. Ole Christian Baby in P3, Clara Anderson in P4. So that's World RX qualifying done here for round 5 and the 5th and final round for the European Rallycross Championship. Biķernieki with 2 out of the 3 sessions. Tamas Karai gets the 3rd one. Nyirád is the TQ, but Bolevsky sneaks back into P3. So Nyirád gets 3 points. Bolevsky will get 1, so the gap comes down by 2 to just 8 points ahead of the semis and the finals later on today. What a fantastic day we're having in Turkey. If you've only just joined us, where have you been? Take a look back at the rest of the season. It has been absolutely fantastic.
The World RX season burst into life under the blazing sunshine in Portugal, where a packed crowd got their first taste of 2025 Rallycross action.
Here we go, Grönholm on the left, Kristoffersson immediately moving to cover across, and he fears the danger of two Hansen steaming up the inside. He stays on the outside line, and Grönholm has the lead, but Kristoffersson is being eased out first by Timmy Hansen, Kevin right with them, Ole Christian in there as well.
Oh, Kevin managed to pass Clara there.
It's a good move in the dirt. We didn't really see it, but the end result is that Kevin Hansen is up to fourth now. That frees him to put even more pressure on Niklas Grönholm. I wonder what the Joker predictor is making of all this. I think strategy has gone out the window.
The final lap.
It's thinking on your feet. Left with no opportunity. What about Kevin Hansen? Can he make it onto the podium?
This is going to be tight.
It is going to be 6 to the line. It's Grönholm, it's Hansen, it's one of the Hansens is going to make it
Timmy's.
through. Oh, it on the apex. And up the inside comes Ole Christian. Is he going to get second or third at the line? He's third at the line.
The sunshine didn't last. The skies opened at round 2, Höljes in Sweden, and the rain gave no one an easy ride.
Can the internal combustion cars do something special in the rain? It's a good start on row 2. Oh, he gets alongside. Grönholm's got Rukkonen inside him. They're all sideways on the run to the first corner. Kristoffersson with the whole shot. O'Donovan comes around into P5 in the background. Who's that sliding off to the right? It's Kevin, I think, is it? Oh, and then inside. Oh, Rukkonen's into the side of Timmy Hansen. Half spins it round. Hansen up over the curbs. You ride on board, I think, with Kevin Hansen, who's at the back of that pack. A barrier tap almost from them. The mud flies up. The water here is literally knee deep. It's unbelievable. Up the inside, O'Donovan looking, trying to make a room, trying to make us pass back through. He gets inside.
Is there a puncture from
He's got puncher, yeah, he's got puncher front right. Patrick O'Donovan has got puncher on the front right corner of the car. So
I don't even know you lot spot that in these conditions. I don't. Grönholm has gone Joker on this lap. So save of the decade!
He lost nothing!
Save of the decade, Kevin Hansen, you legend! Look at the puddle on the left-hand side. The wipers as well. No wipers on Kevin's car. He didn't have the wiper.
Oh, he can't see anything.
He stopped. Kevin's off to the side of the road. Kevin Hansen retires. Rukkonen, I wonder if it's a power issue because he had nothing coming through. Johan Kristoffersson, the 7-time world champion in the most atrocious conditions in the electric KMS Polo, has got it done here at Höljes. Unbelievable, unbelievable final here. He wins with a big margin over Niklas Grönholm, the winner from round number 1. Grönholm comes home in P2, and I take my hat off to anyone who can even finish this race.
On to Hungary for round 3, the famous Red Cauldron, where every lap was door-to-door mayhem.
It's a great start on the front row, very even indeed between Grönholm. Anderson looks to back in, and OC Baby's up the inside here of Grönholm. So as he got through, OC Baby gets past Grönholm. Timmy Hansen might be able to get through as well. Grönholm needs to stay on the outside here. He gets collected, put in the wall there. Rukkonen comes through. Grönholm drops down to P6. That is an absolute disaster for Grönholm.
Yeah, absolutely. He got rammed in.
Clara into him as well. Clara into the side. Nothing she can do there. So teammate into teammate. Niklas is at the back of the pack. Into the Joker lap goes Johan Kristoffersson. He's got easily enough of a gap over his teammate OC Baby. We'll get these guys over the line, then we'll head back to that fight. See whether or not Grönholm can nick it from Rukkonen. Kristoffersson coming round the final corner here. Brilliant stuff. Dominated Höljes in the wet. Dominates here in Hungary in the dry. Kristoffersson, the 7-time champion, is back on form.
Then on to Kymi, Finland for round 4. Another downpour, another test. Only the boldest staying in the fight.
Green light and we're away. To the side, Baby gets the start. Grönholm shuts the door immediately. Baby into Grönholm on the outside line. Hansen, is it Kevin? I think trying to go long way round, gets a nudge. Kevin's in the way, he's on the throttle. Rukkonen on the inside. P2. Rukkonen's got shot in the back of the grid.
into the barrier.
Brilliant by Johan Rukkonen. He goes into the lead. Niklas Grönholm, unfortunately here, the victim in the conditions, but Rukkonen for me didn't touch anybody in that run, and he's gone with the internal combustion car from the back of the grid. Oh, no, Niklas gutted at home. Over the wall, it's over for Niklas Grönholm here.
Timmy is in trouble with the rear tyre.
Kristoffersson passes, Timmy Hansen Hansen. Timmy goes into the Joker. Timo Scheider spotted there's a problem with the back of Timmy's car. But out front, it's Rukkanen versus Kristoffersson. It's internal combustion versus electric. Juha Rukkanen looking for the win at home in Finland. Wouldn't that be amazing? Kristoffersson then into the Joker lap against his teammate Veiby on the inside. Veiby's only got 3 now. The gap's gone up. Kristoffersson flings it off the top. Kristoffersson down to the bottom here. Has he got it done? Smoke from the back of the car. Veiby over the line. Kristoffersson inside line. Veiby over the line for his 2nd World RX win. What a brilliant drive by him. It's a KMS 1-2 on the wet tyres.
4 rounds down, and the fantastic twists and turns of Istanbul Park in Turkey will be where we crown the 2025 FIA World Rallycross Champion.
Well, welcome back to Turkey. We're getting ourselves ready for the semi-finals. OC Veiby's joined me here. He's got about 1,000 buttons. There's more buttons down here, mate, than there are on the dashboard of your car, aren't there?
Yeah, and in the car that I'm used to. So, but no, I learned now. I'm into it. I got it.
He's good. We're training them all up, basically, to be co-commentators because they just keep seeming to go off and get drives, and then we're in a mess. So, how you getting on, mate? The car control this morning was lit. Everyone was loving it. Q1. I know it didn't go according to plan, but proper rally style. Everybody was loving it.
Yeah, that was fun. I mean, it was so slippy out there. They water a lot, so it was really, really tricky conditions. And if you have a closer look, you can see Johan also is, you know, very, very close to do the same mistake that I did in just the lap before. So it was difficult for everyone, but yeah, I'm glad I was able to put on a show, and I'm glad you liked it. But I just tried to go as fast as I could.
Yeah, and so Andreas was explaining to everyone at home that the key here on the loose section is to get the car rotated as early as possible, and you were doing a brilliant job of that. My favourite was when you were using the crest, when the car was going light, and you were using it to really change direction, like way more aggressively than Johan behind you, and it was so good to watch.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear. But you know, the track is changing a lot all the time. So now it's more, you know, down to this hard surface. It's almost driving on, you know, concrete, you know. So so it's changing a lot. Now you have to be a bit more, you know, precise and a bit more racing instead of too wild. So.
And is that because you can't? So obviously before it was all wet gravel, so the grip is the same everywhere. Now we've got this blue groove.
Yeah.
You have to stay in that?
Yeah, because the outside of that is really, really slippery. And that outside also is a bit wet, you know, still. So that's why you have some dust, because that dust is coming from this hard surface that is on the gravel. So need to be neat and tidy.
Yeah, okay, neat and tidy.
But still, you have to flick it to be able to, you know, get the right angle on the exit. So.
We just want the flicking. That's what we want. We like a bit of flicking sideways business out there on the track, and OC has been providing us with that many times. Getting ready now for semi-finals, OC here for the European drivers. Obviously, they were in qualifying with you. I don't think anybody did anything that unexpected. I mean, Tepainen did have the one big spin in his race, but they're high level, some of these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's now it's also back a little bit. Well, today was a little back to the battle of technologies, you know, so seeing the good and the bad stuff between the cars. So yeah, they also, some of them had some really good launches, so it was not easy to.
Mika's flying, but I'm really pleased for Mika because he's kind of a gentleman driver and he's killing it. He's doing a great
I
job.
think there was, maybe, I don't remember correctly, but I think it was Q2. I think he had the fastest lap time.
Yeah,
so,
super good.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Andreas Bakkerud, we've sent him out with a camera. That's why OC's here covering for him. He's gone to see Clara Anderson. Andreas.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Andrew. I was Clara's teammate 2-3 weeks back. Was it 3 weeks? 2 weeks? 3 weeks, I think, in Lohéac, France. And, you know, we had a good time. How is it to be here in France, here in Turkey? Ole Christian just described Q1 being so super slick. How hard was it?
Yeah, it was really hard. The track has been changing all day, so it's been all about adapting for me and Niklas, but also for the engineers.
Yeah, and I know you as a competitive human being, you know, you're out there, you want to win, you want to spray champagne. Right now you're in P4. What are you going to do to climb up that ladder?
I just want to help Niklas. The main priority now is the championship, so I've been trying to support him as best as I can today, and hopefully I can put up a good fight now in the final to follow him up there.
And how are you going to help Niklas?
Let's see.
Thank you, Clara.
Thank you, Andreas. Great stuff from Andreas out in the paddock, having a chat with everyone. He's been brilliant this year, as have all the people we've had in the commentary box. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've had a few messages suggesting that you have, which is nice. And we're going to go down and take a look at the grid for Euro RX. And this is the championship which is being decided today. And even more excitingly, the championship front runners, Mika Limatainen and Jüri Bělevský, are on that front row right now. Now, they won't get points in the semis unless they retire. At this point, if they retire, they'll be given points according to where they finish. So if they were 4th in the semi, they'd get 12th. If they had the higher qualifying position, 11 if they're the low on. I'm not even going to try and work that out. What I'm hoping is they're all going to make it through to the final and we'll have a banger of a race. Because live maths, OC, I mean, look, do you like my little chart here?
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty simple, isn't it?
That's not my job either.
No,
so.
I've not met anyone in motorsport who's good at live maths. I mean, I'm assuming the engineers probably would be, but
exactly.
Andreas Bakkerud is going to join us as well, so he'll get on his little section of the desk, and then we can get things underway.
All right, I'm joining you guys now. I'm actually very, very excited for the Euro RX1 semi-finals.
This final is important, you know, between Jüri and Mika.
Here we go. Jüri Bělevský, the championship leader, on the front row. Alongside him, Mika Limatainen. You got Rennie Munich and Joni Toppanen, and you got Mandy August. Munich's had fast starts. Toppanen is 16 and just looking to make a mark. Having said that, Toppanen is also the teammate of Limatainen, who's on the pole. Limatainen took 2 points off Bělevský in qualifying. The gap is down to 8. So if Bělevský makes it and Limatainen doesn't, Bělevský would be the champion. If they both make it, it'll go to the final. And if it goes the other way around, we'll do the maths afterwards. Oh, it's a great start from row 2 from Toppanen, and Bělevský moves across immediately. Limatainen a bit aggressive off the line, moves right hard. Toppanen moves up into P2. Not sure what the students will think about that off the line. Bělevský right in behind, looks to the inside line. Out breaks Toppanen, that's a great move. Toppanen, though, squeezes him onto the curb to take around the long left-hander. Bělevský in front, smoke from the back of Toppanen's car. Really good driving from Jüri Bělevský. Oh, no, the inside Toppanen gets him back again, pushes him out wide. This is brilliant. Bělevský going deep on the race, going to try and go around the long way round. This is wild. Wow.
I mean, so much happened into turn 1. I think Bělevský moved lines quite early there. He kind of had it coming, you know, teammates Limatainen and Toppanen there.
Do you think Bělevský moved in too quick? But Limatainen also, Limatainen went right very quickly as well, Andreas, off the line. But they're trying to protect their positions, aren't they?
Eyes wide.
Limatainen wide in turn number...
Whichever 11, one, 11. We've got a little map on our desk in front of us, but it's the wrong way round. Bělevský.
Remember now, Rennie has Joker together with Mandy, so they have been catching up. Rennie is now in the gap of beating Toppanen and Bělevský, so they both need to catch up some speed. Right now, Jüri is in a sitting duck position.
But this is perfect for Limatainen. Limatainen leads, his teammate Toppanen is trying to, but potentially, I don't think he is trying to back Bělevský up, I just think he's under pressure.
Looks like you have an issue, because it's very understeer, it looks very understeer the car.
Rear corner of the car hanging off, so you think maybe he's got a problem.
Munich is catching up on them, so and he's holding up, you see? How slow he goes there, so he must have an issue.
So Bělevský here at the minute, assuming that Munich gets him. For me, Bělevský's toast to Munich. He might as well go Joker and get some clear lap, mightn't he?
Absolutely.
So now he's hit the inside. Bělevský's hit the inside. He's parked to the hairpin. He had a problem out earlier. The European Champions had a disaster. Mandy August comes past him in the dust. Where is Bělevský as he comes around? August, I think, he's just ahead. He's got to make P3 or he's gifting this championship to Limatainen.
I would definitely not Joker now if I was Jüri, but if I was Mika and Joni Toppanen, I would definitely go.
It's only 5 laps, Andreas. This is a nightmare, isn't it, for Bělevský? He wants to wait to get a gap over Mandy so that he can go safely, but he can't.
Because Toppanen can't go either, because Munich is a bit too close to him. So
do you think Toppanen will stay out, you think?
He has to stay out for a bit longer.
Clear visibility.
Stay out and be clear.
I love having drivers in here. They're so calm about it all. There's me here just screaming and getting excited. Toppanen in P2. Limatainen is 4.3 up the road. That is enough for Limatainen to Joker when he wants to go. Dust kicking up in the background.
I don't think Jüri will take this. I don't think he will move on.
That's what I mean. If he doesn't make it, then I think it's well, it should. What's the minimum in the
still has the Joker to do also, and it's
unless Toppanen has an issue, then
it will come down to the final. It will depend where he finishes, because the gap at the minute is 8 points. So Jüri could still get, say, 12 points, and it would be only 13 then for P6 in the final. So it would come down to the final if Bělevský doesn't make it. I think that's my terrible quick maths. Limitainen from Tapanen. Lots of action off the start line. Nothing on the timing screen to suggest that anything is under investigation. Good job, Rennie Munich, with the early joker as well. So Munich safe, Bolevsky not. He might have enough time now, but he stays out for another lap. He's going for a last lap joker. I might have gone there and covered it off.
Oh, he hit the barrier, or the firewall. Yeah, he's off.
He's off, Bolevsky's off.
Lost the wheel.
The wheel is gone from Yuri Bolevsky's car. The European Championship leader is not going to make it through. The wheels have literally come off his title challenge in the hairpin here in Turkey. Bolevsky is out. He's desperately trying to drag the Audi round on the Grand Prix tarmac. He's got a lap and a half to go. Mandy August is going to get in front of him. Bolevsky, it's all falling apart while his rival Limitainen is out front and about to take the win in the semi-final. Unbelievable.
I feel so bad for him.
So do I.
What a drama. It looked like he did a mistake himself there.
You think he clipped the bail on the inside?
I saw it. He clipped the six-pack there on with the tires on the inside, and he just lost the wheel. Maybe something happened before that, but at least
it's unusual, isn't it, to lose a wheel on a tyre pack, maybe from the damage. Limitainen goes joker. His teammate Tapanen goes in with him. Bolevsky is parked next to us at the commentary box. Bolevsky is just down here behind the wall.
I mean, I'm speechless.
Oh, mate, unbelievable stuff. August has parked it. No! But it wouldn't have been enough. It wouldn't have been enough even if Bolevsky had carried on.
René is still running, so...
So Mandy August is in there. Limitainen coming through the final couple of corners now through the right-hander. Mika Limitainen with the advantage here. We'll work out the points afterwards to see where he needs to finish in the final. It was a disaster in Finland with penalties that he really wasn't happy about, but Limitainen has done everything right here today. A brilliant performance in qualifying, winning 2 of the 3 sessions, second in the third one, on the pace with the world drivers, and Limitainen is coming through here in the semi-final to put himself in the hot seat to take the championship in the final later today. Limitainen wins. His teammate Tapanen will come across the line in P2. There he is. Rennie Munich gets P3. Mandy August and Bolevsky are out, and we've got a camera right on Bolevsky now off the side of our commentary box. You'll be able to see.
It smells brakes, brake fluid.
Here it is.
Here
it is. Yeah, you can smell the transmission. Bolevsky's in the car.
Talking with Rolf, probably.
He lost the whole wheel there.
Yeah, the whole corner's off.
Yeah, whole corner's off.
He's done well to get it here.
Yeah.
There it is. with the brake.
That's the yeah. So the wheels not. So that means the hubs come off then.
No, so the damper also.
Yeah.
Mika Limitainen takes semi-final number 1, goes through to the final and might take the championship here in Turkey. Joni Tapanen P2, Rennie Munich in P3. Bolevsky retires in the semi-final. Mandy August in P5. Wow, what a semi-final.
But what a pace Mika's had today.
You saw how early Yuri went in, the same time Johnny went out. So.
And Limitainen went out too.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a hard one to call.
But Tapanen got a great start from row 2. That was a brilliant pass, wasn't it? Back by the 2 of them. Bolevsky got
this racing was brilliant, how that they had on the first lap.
It was, wasn't it? It was epic.
I mean, two champions going at it or fighting for the title.
Yeah. That was the first. So is it the same corner? No, it's front left, isn't it? Because he tapped the barrier with the front right there. There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
Straight off.
But I saw after the start when they collide a bit into each other, he had a quite hard hit on that wheel. So maybe
there was some tire smoke after
maybe
first lap,
it started there and maybe it come off after that. So, but yeah, shame for him.
Yeah.
But what a semi-final. Huh?
Yeah. I mean, Rallycross. In Rallycross, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. It's unbelievable.
Rallycross is Rallycross.
So Bolevsky's got P5 in the semi, meaning he will get 10 championship points, I think, because he would have been higher qualified. Oh, I can't do this live. Yes, I can. He was P3. Where's Karai in the other semi?
Yeah, Karai's in the...
So Karai did out-qualify him, so Bolevsky could score 9 if Karai was P5.
Yeah.
If not, then in theory it's 10 because he would be the higher qualifier than anybody else. So Bolevsky should get 10. And the gap was 8, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that gives him 18 before the semi, but the win in the semi means the minimum that... Yeah, I can't work it out. The producer thinks it's top 2 in the final, but he's got as much to do as me. So there is a strong chance we're... And so does race control. What we're going to do is we're going to get someone, Chronomoto, if you're listening, do the maths, We need you to do the maths for us, Chronomoto. They're the Hungarian timing team. They're brilliant. Not putting any pressure on you. Do the maths. Send me a WhatsApp. Get the thing up, whatever on the timing screen. We need to figure it out. Second semi-final is coming up. Limitainen has to score.
Guys, I have to run. I soon have a final to race. So
enjoy, mate. Good luck.
Go Norway.
Go Norway.
Yeah, go Norway. Thanks so much, OC. You're a ledge. We're so lucky to have the drivers come and join us, and we really appreciate it. Look at that. He jumps off that like a gazelle, man. Like just,
I do the same.
I know, it's just me, isn't it? It's just me. It's like, you know...
Hey, what a semi-final. And still, Mika Limitainen, fastest lap times, 101.4. Turpainen, I think it was his trick to slow down Belevsky.
Yeah.
After that incident, he ran away.
Carnage.
Yeah.
Wow. So, unbelievable action here at semi-final number 1 in the European Rallycross Championship. Is that a title-deciding moment? So they are out on the track, putting back the bail that ended Yuri Belevsky's title hopes. I mean, this morning, Andreas, he got caught up on the inside. Is he still in the car?
Yeah, he's still in the car.
I do feel for him,
I feel for him
because
so
you know the emotions will be running so high, which is probably why he stayed in the car. Yuri, I don't. It's a tiny mistake too to have a whole corner come off a car with. That's I know the bails weigh a lot.
Yeah, and I can kind of feel him because there are so many years I've been racing with, let's say, the Hansens, right?
Yeah.
Kevin and Timmy was very strong in 19, where Liam, as my teammate, he wasn't as strong. So this race here in Turkey, we have seen Limitainen and Turpainen being very, very strong, using all their bullets to hit Yuri for their advantage. And kind of, I know how the feeling is being alone against two cars. It's not easy, but you know, it is the situation.
So Mika Limitainen needs the top 2, so it's not job done quite yet. Limitainen needs P2 come the final. I'm looking down to see there is nothing under investigation, so I think they're saying racing incident for that one. Yeah. But I can't believe how much...
It was a tough one to call. The only thing that I could see from my point of view was from the start. I think Yuri came in early. I think Johnny went out early.
Mika did. The top 3 moved aggressively left to right very quickly. But you could almost say 6 to 1, half a dozen of the other. And at that point, as a steward, you kind of got to go, everything happened.
Yeah, and here in Turkey, the start is such a short line into turn 1. So, you know, Yuri knew what was going to happen if he didn't have a great launch, which he didn't. So he needed to slot behind Mika. That's all he needed to do. But unfortunately, he lost the start to Johnny.
We're getting ourselves ready for semi-final number 2 here in Istanbul in Turkey. If you missed semi-final number 1, you might as well rewind now and have a look at it, because unless semi-final 2, I don't know, unless a helicopter lands or something in the middle of the race, you know, it's going to be hard to match what kicked off in that. I'm not going to spoil it, because in case you missed it, go back and watch it. Goodness me, would be the most British way I could possibly say it.
Someone that has been incredible strong today is Thomas Karai, in pole here for semi-final 2. He's been strong the entire weekend so far in Q1, 2 and 3. Stable, steady. Something that I've been missing to see from him this year.
Yeah, good consistency with the speed.
Yeah.
As you say, Karai and
he is fast. He's fast.
Yeah, on row 1, Volland and Moser on row 2, Attila Moser on row 3. So we're trying to figure out now with the points whether or not Litvinovic could take P2 in the title fight, because he was only 15 behind Belevsky, but I think he'd have to win, so we'll see what we can find out.
Here we go.
Semi-final to do first. Karai and Litvinovic on the front row. Both the forwards did the clutch at the back. Litvinovic gets the better start. Karai's inside him though. Contact behind from Moser. Maybe damage to the front of that car. There is, I think so. Moser on a go slow in the background. And it is Karai who gets the whole shot from Litvinovic. And in the background, Moser has got going. So the two Mosers go separate ways on the opening lap. And Tamas Karai leads.
Litvinovic had a better launch off the line, better reaction than Karai, but he has too much respect for Thomas. Thomas is a rough driver, you know, great in battles.
Yes.
He rarely loses. So he knew what was coming if he stayed on the outside, so he gave it away to Thomas there.
I love Tamas' driving style. You know, you don't go up against...
I mean, European champion in autocross. you know, elbows out.
Big time. How many cars are on a grid in autocross? It's like,
I don't know, it's a ton. 8 cars, I think, in the final, 8, 10.
So Litvinovic could steal P2 in the championship, we think, as we do the live maths, but he's got to make it through first of all. So far, Andreas, this is considerably more sensible than semi-final number 1 was.
Yeah, and you see the grip on the gravel has really changed. I think the way Thomas is driving now, like very, very smooth into a turn, getting into the apex, just nip the handbrake rotation, go. Smooth.
Super, super smooth. Mate, have you enjoyed being in here with us? I know you want to be out there, but we are so grateful for you joining us. I mean that. It's been a pleasure. I've had Timo Scheider as well, of course. We've had all the various drivers come as guests. Litvinovic has got smoke pouring off that wheel.
To be honest, you know, as a fan of Rallycross, and
which
for me
you still are,
like,
aren't you?
and I've been away for a good couple of years. It's nice for me to come back, feel the atmosphere. You know, I'm working hard to get back in the championship, but we need everyone back home's help to promote this championship. Positivities, help out, share on social media, speak the word. We need bring back Rallycross. You know, we have some great set of regulations coming in 2028. We have an awesome championship for next year. We're putting everything together.
And those new regulations will make the cars will be safer, they'll be faster, they'll be cheaper, Andreas. And that's so important, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what it's like trying to scratch together a budget to complete a season. It's exciting times ahead.
And the level between the hobby drivers and teams to the pro teams will be
much
limited.
Shorter. Yeah, much shorter. So fingers crossed. Litvinovic still with the smoke in the back. Is it just a folded bumper? It looks like.
Yeah, into turn 1 he got a tap from Mosa in the braking. So it just wrapped the rear bumper into the tire. But I must say, Karai is pulling away from Litvinovic. I was with Litvinovic's team to look on his own board, and
just before the race.
He said only traffic, but I think he needs to look a little bit.
Did you point out to him, say you're too wide?
A few things I said. Tomorrow, put the ride higher.
Did you really?
Yeah, you need more movements on the dirt. That's where you're losing it. So on the tarmac, he looks really, really good, but on the gravel, he's losing everything.
So in the background, let's take a look. You can see Niels Volland, it's 8.7 back to Moser. So Volland at the minute is going to book himself a slot in the final, is he? And the Mosers, I think they're out. Or is it only 1.5 back? Let me see, is that interval?
I feel so bummed. I still see Yuri Belevsky in the car.
I know, he's next to us. He's still sitting. Is he still with the helmet on?
Yeah.
Oh, man, poor Yuri.
Karai absolutely killing it out here. It's going to be a very interesting final.
Lap times are good. Look, Karai's going under a minute, 59.5s. What lap times have we been in? Yeah. So track conditions are really good. Tamas Karai is absolutely killing it out there. He's doing a brilliant job. I would say Mika Limatainen would prefer Karai not to be doing this because he needs P1 or P2.
I've never seen Thomas driving this good.
Yeah, it's really smooth and fast.
Yeah.
So Karai's doing a brilliant job. So Limatainen will know that Karai is quick and that will be a bit of a threat to him, won't it? Karai goes Joker, no mistakes. Big gap back to Litvinovic. Final lap, in he goes. Here comes Volland, and it is gaps. Looks good 8 seconds back, so Volland's going to come out of here because the Moser that's behind him's got a Joker. So your top 3 are going to book a nice, simple route through to the final of the FIA European Rallycross Championship.
I have a conclusion here, right? Yes. So Belevsky was higher than a lot of the drivers in the semi-final points of the qualifying heat. Let's say Nils now gets through to the final, and they take Nils in the team out from the final, saying he has a technical issue. Will then Yuri
they even got time to repair the car with a whole corner of it? It's not even been recovered. So that is but it's been done before. I must admit, I don't know.
I lost the championship, a third-place championship in.
Karai takes semi-final number 2. It's a great point from Andreas Bakkerud. Litvinovic is going to go through in P2. Volland's going to go through in P3. We're going to see if Yuri will come and join us, are we? I don't think he will, surely. If he wants to, he can. We'd love to hear from him. I feel so bad for him, I really do. Attila Moser and Mark Moser, that's their European Championships over, but they get to enter the final round of the World Rallycross Championship tomorrow. Say top 3 Good job by them. That was a super clean semi-final. Let's take a look at the result. Tamas Karai goes through to row number 1 with Mika Limatainen, Litvinovic on row 2, Nils Volland on row 3. Can't wait to see the grid. It's going to depend a bit where Tapainen is and whether he can play a rear gunner role for his teammate. You know, and now the pressure's really on Mika, isn't it? Because Karai is out of the title fight but will want the win. But Mika needs P1 or P2. He can let Karai go if he wants, but he can't open the door to let anybody else through.
That is true. He is kind of covered a bit by Joni Turpainen there.
Yes.
You know, Turpainen will start
help.
P3 in the final, and Mika will start in pole. So,
Okay, so
those cars are good in starts. Let's see, have another look. What I was surprised with is that Thomas Karai is 10 seconds quicker than Limatainen from semi-final 1. So
10 seconds?
Yeah, that's a lot.
So Nicholas Gellens is joining me in the commentary box. Let me just check whether or not your mic is on. Yes, it is. RX3, hello, mate. Great to have you here with us. I know you've not joined us up in commentary before, so thank you for coming and joining us. First of all, how's your season been?
Season been pretty good so far. 2 podium with P2 every time. Sweden and Finland, so can't complain. Hopefully a podium this weekend as well. That would be very nice. And right now 3rd in the championship. Maybe can make it to 2nd, but let's hope to keep on podium for the end of the season.
That would be fantastic. We're just looking over to our left because down here Yuri Belevsky is climbing out of the car. Maybe we can take a look. And Andreas Bakkerud with Yuri Belevsky. Let's get down there now.
All right, so this is the interview that I don't want to do. Like, being a driver, I feel for you. I'm standing here leaning towards the concrete barrier, seeing your car having no wheel, no brakes, no dampers. What's going through your mind, Yuri?
Well, to be honest, not much. Of course, disappointed, but at the end it is how it is. Of course, the team tactics played by PJ Rix, I don't think it was very pretty because it was quite obvious what they tried to do. A little push from the Renault on the rear caused me to stall in that corner because he a little bit gave me a push. And then I broke and then I stalled and then this cost me 1 more position. And then I think from that on maybe it was a mix of emotions and the disappointment because I mean, this is clearly my mistake. So.
What was your... Are we seeing the truck taking the car off Yuri Belevsky, but obviously a lot of emotion running through him right now, and yeah, let's head back to Coley.
Well, they always... Okay, doesn't matter. I don't think you should really be recovering a car while Yuri's standing between it and the wall, and we're having a little chat. So poor old Yuri, Andreas got him out of the way in time. Well done, mate. Wow, okay, so I mean, I get it, but yeah. That's there we go. Did you see that semi-final?
I did see it. I was watching it.
And what did you think? It was wild.
It was a bit wild, yeah. I think Yuri, as he said, he got in his emotions and maybe pushed a little too hard trying to recover, which happens to a lot of us. That's what happened to me in Finland at the beginning of the weekend with the first 2 qualifying. And then after that, I just thought to myself, okay, stay calm, take time, drive clean, don't try to rush and catch back. Most important is not trying to be fast in terms of speed, is having the right line to be able to catch back.
Yeah, sure.
If you push too much, that's when you do mistakes.
You run wide, you lose time, etc. Now, a lot of people, I'm sure, will be fascinated by this flag. I know what it is. It's Antigua, isn't it? Which is where you're from.
Antigua and Barbuda, yes. This is where I live. It's in the Caribbean, right above Guadeloupe, about 50 kilometers.
So you and Fraser McConnell are fully representing that region of the world. We didn't have any rallycross drivers from down there, and now we got 2.
Yeah, I would love to race against him one day. I'd love to meet him. I haven't met him yet.
He's a great... You'll absolutely love him. He's a great bloke.
That's what I heard.
Exactly how he seems on the outside. He really is. They're a lovely family. So, but it's great that you're here. You're doing RX3. What's your plan? I mean, I guess you want to continue to learn, so there's no rush.
Well, the plan for next year is to stay in RX3, trying to get to the first step of the podium. And then after that, we'll see. Maybe continue rallycross. Probably will be that. Depends on what's going on with RX1 and everything. New regulation coming in 2027?
28. 27 new regs, 28 new cars, roughly, we think, rallycross-wise.
Yeah. So we're seeing, because it wouldn't make sense to buy a car now from RX1.
I think another season in RX3 might be nice. You can always rent a car in the meantime.
Exactly.
If you want to have a look. That's what I'd do. I'd rent a car. RX3 next year, win the title. Following year, Euro RX1, you know, rent a car. And then the next year, brand new car when they're cheaper, and safer and faster. What do you reckon?
I think, yeah, renting the car would be a good idea, and then maybe not doing the whole championship, a few races and testing other stuff. The other day I went testing a buggy for Barra Racing, all Rally Rad stuff. It was really cool. I want to test a bit more of it because I didn't get to do so much of it. But yeah, I'm not close to any opportunities in terms of any type of racing.
We're hopefully you're going to be with us next year. We're going to pop down quickly to Andreas Bakkerud, who's with Joni Turpainen. Andreas.
Yeah, I'm down here with Joni Turpainen. Obviously, I was speaking with Yuri Belevsky. He feels the team tactic of PGA RX is a harsh game. What's your take on it?
Yeah, I think I didn't have the pace, and I was just trying to drive my own things. So I was just securing the second place and just being in the inside line and just trying to secure the second place.
And what do you feel from the start? There was a lot of movement both from Yuri and from your side. What's your take on it?
Yeah, I had really good start, and yeah, Yuri was trying to close the door, and it was just a racing incident.
All right, kiitos. Back to the studio.
So Andreas, thank you very much. Down there with Joni Turpainen, that's hard for Joni at 16. I get it. He's a teammate. He's you know, there's an association there within it. I think he's accounting for himself well, certainly in a pressure interview like that as well. Nice one, Andreas, too. Did you go out with Tommy Hellman in the...
I did.
You did. So you've been out in the CE dealer team ride car, which I went out in Finland and commentated from. It's good, isn't it?
My comments were not as good as yours.
Yes, mate. I've had a bit of practice. I'm sure you wouldn't be screaming. Was it interesting to see the difference? Obviously, the cars, the acceleration is unreal. Very similar to RX1 supercars.
The
how did you find
acceleration
it?
at the start is crazy. It's like
wicked,
impressive.
isn't it?
You're not expecting that at all. And in the corners, it has so much grip, and at the same time, it's sliding like perfect. I mean, Tommy knows what he's doing.
He does. He's very. I rate Hellman very highly.
So no, it's really amazing. Those cars, they're so powerful, has good grip, but at the same time, you can get them to slide properly. So
it makes you. Trouble is, it makes you want to drive an RX1 car, doesn't it? You know.
Especially since when I started driving in Rallycross, it was only on dirt, because in Antigua we have a racetrack at Crabs. It's only on dirt. I was driving a Subaru Impreza, so I'm used to four-wheel drive. Then I went to the RX3.
We'll get you back there soon, I'm sure. Nicholas, thanks so much for joining us, mate. A pleasure. Best of luck tomorrow. I know it's the end of your season. I hope you get a great result. Andreas Bakkerud is down the pre-grid with the World RX drivers. He's with Niklas Gronholm.
I am on the pre-grid. Hank just gave the signal 2 minutes to go time. It's been looking easy this weekend. You enjoy the track as much as I enjoy it?
Yeah, it's nice. It's changing a lot though from session to session. Now we can see Euro guys are very quick, so a lot of grip expected now for the final.
What do you expect in terms of battle? Do you think the race is decided in turn 1 and 2, or do you think it's going to be a long race?
No, I think we're 4 cars, so I think it's going to be throughout the 6 laps proper racing. So nothing's decided in the start, especially when we're only 4 cars in the final. So,
do you have 4 new tires or only 2?
Yeah, good tires.
And what about Johan? Brand new or used?
He seems to have a little bit worse than me. Interesting, but we'll see.
Kiitos. All right, we're going to have a little look. I see on the right-hand side of Niklas's car, brand new tires. The same on Johan Kristoffersson's car, right front, right rear. They look like being scrubbed. I noticed Friday they had a little shakedown on the Formula 1 circuit, and I think they have been scrubbing in these tires. The Höljes tire is a very quick tire, especially when they are brand new. They are very, very strong the first 2-3 laps. Then they have some drop, and then they stay stable for, let's say, the next 14-15 laps. So I think this can be a good thing for a longer run in the finals, especially when you're moving up to 5-6 laps, to have a scrubbed-in tire compared with a brand new tire, which Niklas is using. Although that could be a little bit better for the actual launch. Let's go and see what OC has done. He's ready. He's giving me a smile there. Also scrubbed in and scrubbed in. And we got Clara on scrubbed in as well. She actually has used tires here. We're going to see on left front, also used tire. Why is Clara the only car on used tires?
Because maybe that's the only thing we have.
Have you used all the new tires?
Sorry?
Have you used all the new tires this weekend?
No.
So you're saving it?
Yes.
Ah, that's good. All right, let's head back to the studio.
Andreas Bakkerud there, grilling them. They don't want to give away their team tactics at all. I'm joined by Ida Stromsaus, who is one of the mechanics for Niklas Gronholm. Did I say your name? Was it close enough?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ida, what's it like working in a top team like this? It's a big pressure weekend for you guys.
Yeah, it is. But I feel like we are close to get to Johan.
So do I, the last two events.
Yeah, it is. It will be very exciting. Johan is so many points ahead, so the chance is very small. But I still have a hope that we can make it.
I'll bet. And what about the environment? We're seeing so many females in motorsport now, which is absolutely brilliant. What was your route into it, to get into the sport, into the position you're in?
It started already, like when I was young, I was driving go-karts. Then I get to the high school in Sweden to be a race car mechanic together with Andreas.
Don't forget, your dad was racing Rallycross folk race.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it's been around the family, and
yeah.
you're like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
How can we encourage more females, more women to get into motorsport? Because there are so many in the paddock. We have it for a long time. Pernilla used to run PSRX, Susan with the Hansen squad, all the drivers in Extreme E and Extreme H. But it's so cool to see, and I think lots of women or even young girls are in school like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know how to do it. How do we make them know they can do it?
I think the most important thing is to show the world that this is possible.
Yeah.
And I think we're doing it this year with Clara in one car.
Yes.
And then on Niklas' car, we actually have 2 female mechanics and only 1 male mechanic. So, 3 mechanics, we are 2 girls. So I think that is quite impressive.
It's brilliant to have you here, and I say it's brilliant to have so much female representation as well.
Yeah,
I can see Sandra taking the tyres on the way back. Ida, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck in the final. You best get back there in case you've got to do any rushed work.
Thank you so much.
Ida was actually a very quick karting driver back in the day. When I grew up, I was racing karting as well. I remember her from the scene back in the days, and yeah.
She's also very good at television. It's, you know, I spent years trying to be half decent, and you lot just come in here and make it look easy. But isn't it great? It's nice to have again more. I want everybody at home to meet more of the characters that are in this brilliant paddock. So we are hearing that KMS need a P1 and a P2 to wrap up the Constructors' Championship, the Teams' Championship, for this year. So they will be aiming for that. If not, of course, they've got tomorrow. But the big pressure is on this man on the pole. So in the final here in Turkey, Niklas Gronholm with the pole position has closed the gap down by 1 point to Johan Kristoffersson. It is still a big gap, but anything can happen in the first corner. OC Baby is behind Gronholm and Clara Anderson is behind Johan Kristoffersson. So the C dealer team teammates are on opposite rows and opposite corners to the KMS teammates. All to play for here.
Clara's only task, help Niklas.
Yes.
In what way? Can't tell you.
Okay, really?
Yeah,
is
that's
that what
her
you asked?
answer.
That's what she said. Okay, wow, let's see then.
Ready to race.
Green light and away from the line. It's a good start in the front row for both cars. Clara trying to come around the outside, stays away from Baby. Into the rear right quarter of Gronholm goes Kristoffersson. Down towards the first corner, it's advantage Gronholm. Kristoffersson stays out, OC Baby goes in. And Clara Anderson follows the lead 2 cars around. So KMS have split the strategy immediately. And at the minute, Gronholm leads from Kristoffersson. Kristoffersson looks inside. Not this time.
Not this time. Both on brand new tires. Clara on in third. She has scrubbed or used tires.
You think they're saving tyres for tomorrow?
For the final.
That's for final now. Yes, so it must be for tomorrow. Yeah,
yes,
saving tyres for tomorrow. Up into the left-hander. I love the mechanic did not want to answer your question, did he? Gronholm leads still from Kristoffersson. Thing is, Kristoffersson can afford to follow him, Andreas.
Yes.
He can't win the title today.
And all Johan want to do now is to make Niklas go slower, that Ole Christian can catch up.
Right, so he will quite happily. And I mean, they're looking for a P1, P2. I think that's going to be a tough ask. Gronholm is impressive, as Ida said. She said, we think we're closer than we've been for a while. Look at the pace through turn 1. He's edged the gap out.
Look at the gap to Baby. It said 2.3, but no, it's 4.3. So he had the gap to Gronholm.
In the hairpin at the end of the straight there, Andreas, they're making a real point of it. So they turn in early, brake straight to the apex, and just pointing the corner out. What does that do for people? You better tell them at home why they straighten out the hairpin like this.
You know, you would when you turn the steering wheel, you also change the camber on the tires. So you would like to make the rotation so you have straight steering wheel, so you have the full tire pack on the track, on the surface, for the most traction possible. Johan is doing awesome here.
He's pressuring on,
everywhere. Niklas is just, you know, he can't do anything. He's a sitting duck right now. He ran a bit wider. Yeah, but he's still got a little gap now to Johan. But yeah, difference in style. Johan's more driving on the front there, but also I feel...
Carl's good through there. I have to say, the C dealer tip Carl's good through the last and first corners. He's not on board there just for a moment with Johan Kristoffersson.
I think
and still he follows him.
Is trying to stress Niklas's tires, because this will be, let's say, lap 5.
Yeah.
Johan goes to a joker all in.
And he looks inside this time, on board, up the inside. Kristoffersson makes the pass. Gronholm gets back alongside him. Kristoffersson's going to go late on the brakes. Niklas Gronholm trying to hold on to the position. Just about inside is he, but no, Kristoffersson's got him. Gronholm drops back into P2. Now it's possible for KMS to take the title, but only if Baby can get up to these into P2 as well. So Baby having jokered, he's how far back? He's 6.9 off the lead. He's not going to get back there, I think. What's the delta, 3.5?
Yeah, 3.7 seconds down to Ole Christian. Let's see if it changes when they get into the start-finishing line.
Well, Johan and Niklas were a second quicker than OC Baby on that last lap.
I feel the gap is bigger looking from the outside here now.
Kristoffersson just edges out a tiny little gap again over Gronholm.
6.8 seconds down to Ole Christian. So Niklas has a solid second. He goes joker this lap.
Gronholm then in, and he's going to come out. His teammate Clara Anderson goes in as well. So this at least is protecting them from the team's championship. But Johan Kristoffersson with a great pass out on track has managed to get it done up in the hairpins. Baby through the right hand, and now Baby puts some pressure on Clara, but he won't get to Niklas, will he? And that's the key to them taking the title. The team's title here inside. Baby with a big move on Clara Anderson. He ends up in the wall. So Baby's gone way too deep. Anderson gets away, and Baby pulls out the gap to the wall as well. So Baby gets away too. Wow. So Clara Anderson holds on. 2 laps still to go. Kristoffersson, look, driving away. Where's in the background? Gronholm's fight. It looks. I mean, obviously, Joker. What's the gap at the minute? It was 8.3 back to. No, Gronholm's transponder wasn't working on the last lap. And it's still not. So Gronholm's transponder is not working on timing. So if you're wondering why he's showing where he is.
The gap looks very big.
Joker now for Kristoffersson, but he comes out in front. Gronholm drops back, and Johan Kristoffersson with a pass in the final here, doing a brilliant job. I was thinking the same thing because he's dropped a long way back, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's had a pace the whole weekend long, or the whole day long. So I find it strange that he's so far back.
Me too. You can see the damage to the tyre wall on the inside line there, where Baby and Clara Anderson went on the previous outing.
It could be that he's saving the tyres for tomorrow, for the one last push.
I think the trouble is he couldn't afford to give away any points, Andreas. I just can't see how he can. He needed to take every single point he could off Johan Kristoffersson all weekend. I don't think you can afford to take that tackle. I think you've just got to go.
That is true.
Kristoffersson getting it done when he absolutely needed to. Gronholm had a very good go at hanging on to the position, but one more lap to go for Johan Kristoffersson.
And you see how the grip on the dirt has changed so much. All of a sudden they're not throwing it around. They're driving into a corner, then rotating mid-corner. It's very different now compared to this morning.
Completely different. Here is Anderson versus Baby. They come through the last and first corners respectively, having swapped positions, and then both ended up tapping the wall. Baby still looking to try and make a pass and get up into third place. Baby was, of course, looking to try and get Gronholm's position in the championship fight. He hits Clara again. That's going to run her a bit deep. She'll try and come around the outside. Well, okay. So Baby coming out in front of Clara Anderson here. Clara looks to the inside line. She wants to fight back, smoking it up. She goes deep on the brakes. Will try for the undercut on the exit. Goes around the long way. Clara Anderson trying again.
Undercut, come on.
Go on, Clara, have a go at OC. OC into P3 then at the moment, but out front, Johan Kristoffersson and Niklas Gronholm. Kristoffersson through the final corner to take the win here in the second to last round of World RX. Takes the advantage back after losing in qualifying today. Gronholm crosses the line for P2, and the fight will continue for third place. OC Baby's going to get there before Clara. There was contact out there. Nothing on the screen at the moment to suggest an investigation, but they come across the line for P3 and P4. It's not enough for KMS to take the title, and the drivers' and teams' titles will go down to the final day of the championship tomorrow.
What a fight.
Good pass by Kristoffersson.
Yeah.
He's so calm, look.
He is insane. I wonder the feelings of Niklas. Well, he's a Finn, he doesn't say much. Yeah, it was okay, you know.
I think he'd be disappointed.
Yeah.
He took a point off Johan, but that will take 5 points back the other way. So Johan Kristoffersson takes the win, 4.3 seconds up the road from Gronholm. Baby and Anderson some 19 seconds back after a couple of contacts. And I imagine, you know, the teams will potentially be... yeah, Clara might have something to say about contacts with OC, but until we see the replays,
I'm just so surprised that Niklas can have a great pace the first 2 laps and then losing everything from lap 3
the transponder stopped working, but that's absolutely nothing to do with... I noticed the graphic stopped and his time disappeared, so then we couldn't see his gaps.
Yeah. It was such a close race. I want to see that overtake one more time.
Yeah, me too. So this is Kristoffersson pressurising him.
Yeah.
So he's late on the brakes there.
Yeah.
Gronholm did have a crack at him here, but
and
the
then they
exit
hit
speed...
the barrier on the inside. Ooh.
Yeah, just on the drive, we're just sort of down in that bottom corner. He nearly got it done, didn't he? But
yeah. Can we see a different angle from that overtake?
We may have it. We'll see what we've got. There's that's baby.
That's a carnage.
Wasn't it? Clara was squeezing the door shut. Yeah. Both cars did well there, not to be broken, to be fair, with the speed of that contact. But choke lap late for Johan Kristoffersson. Getting it done here. Double-header weekend. And, yeah, Gronholm took a... Look at that. That was... Yeah, there's nothing in that for me, really. What do you think?
It's hard to say. I mean, he kind of ruins the line of Clara, but it's not a big hit. It's just that the car doesn't have a prop shaft in the middle, so normally with a ICE car it wouldn't be an issue, but with this car it is.
So there we go. Johan Kristoffersson wins round 5. Round 6 is tomorrow. Gronholm has made it hard for him all day long. He got the point back in quali. Yeah, we know it's a big points gap. It's a big ask. We know Johan's the benchmark, but he's closer than he's been.
I can tell you this: if the stuff with Niklas didn't happen in Finland,
yeah, we'd have been wildly close here, wouldn't
it'd be awesome, because Niklas has been on point the entire day. He's 1 Q1, 1 Q2, 1 Q3. He lost the pace from lap 3 onwards in the final. Johan played it smart. He is on top of his game.
Where was the move? It was into turn 5, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like we've seen.
But it's almost like he knew that the pass was there and he was waiting, because it was so clean and so immediately and thoroughly executed. You know, it just sent it up the inside and got it done.
Here we go.
João Ribeiro is joining us up here in commentary. Let's just take a look at the standings as well. Johan Kristoffersson pulls into Park Ferme, which is up behind us in the commentary area. I don't think we're going wild here, but he is going to jump out the car, I'm sure, with a big smile on his face, because that's an extension of the lead and just makes tomorrow that little bit easier. Yes, P1, he knows it. The crowd applaud the 7-time world champion. Tomorrow, can he pick up an 8th title, which would just be epic? There we go. Now the other way round with the crowd in the background for the team. Gronholm pulls into Park Ferme behind him. Johan Kristoffersson then on 122 points to Niklas Gronholm's 103. The gap has gone up to 19 points from, I think it was 15 when we came here. I can't actually remember. But it's gone up. It had gone a point down, and it's gone up now thanks to those results in the final. Baby P3. Timmy Hansen still holds on to P4, but Clara Anderson should pass him tomorrow. With the Hansens not here, and then I say Clara, Kevin, Johan and Patrick O'Donovan. So yeah, Kristoffersson taking the win, taking the advantage in the title fight. Niklas Gronholm parked behind him in Park Ferme and behind him in the standings, unfortunately for him. But it was a great job by Johan, and I can see that Andreas Bakkerud is lining up the legend himself now. I'm joined in commentary here by João Ribeiro. If we switched your mic, and we haven't, let me switch that on for you. There you are, sir. Welcome, how's it going?
Yeah, everything great.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
I figured. So, I mean, you are... Okay, now let's head down to Andreas Bakkerud. He's with Johan Kristoffersson. We'll come back, Johan. Here we go. Andreas with Johan Kristoffersson.
It's still weird for me to be here asking you questions, Johan, but another win, another great weekend so far. I saw you sharing a few words with Niklas. What did you say?
I just asked about the situation into the hairpin left, how far up he was, because I wasn't really sure. So yeah, but you know, both me and Niklas is pretty chilled, you know. So, but yeah, it's always feels a little. I mean, it was a nice fight. It was nice to get out a little bit more in free air, and yeah, you know, we didn't really know about the pace today, and yeah, my engineer was asking, do we really have pace? So I was quite keen to show it.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like you were kind of saving your tires and your speed until you got the right opportunity. I was thinking that you would play the Joker tactic in lap 5 and then all in for 1 lap and then maybe be ahead or behind, I don't know. But saving the tires for the right moment, is that what you did?
It's remarkable how much smarter you are outside of the car.
Thank you. All right, let's head back to the studio.
Johan, very funny. Andreas, yeah, that's. I think it's that headspace thing, isn't it? Andreas is outside of the car here in commentary with me and said, is Johan saving his tyres? And he got an absolutely brilliant pass done. So KMS on 216 ahead of construction equipment dealer team. They didn't quite seal the target. They need a few more points. And Andreas Bakkerud is actually with Niklas Gronholm now. So let's head down there and hear from Niklas, who will, I'm pretty sure, be a bit disappointed. But let's hear from him.
Niklas, you were flawless in Q1, Q2, Q3 in the final, lap 1 and 2, and then what happened there?
Yeah, then Johan surprised. I knew he was right in the bumper, but yeah, I guess I left a little bit of an opening, and he took it. So yeah, then I couldn't match it after that. I was struggling all around, locking the tires. I don't know why. Maybe not completely on top of the conditions on the track, because obviously the times were like many seconds quicker than in any of the qualifications. So maybe should have done a few things differently. I think otherwise had a good day.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think the track developed more into the hands of KMS compared with CE dealer team?
Yeah, I don't know, KMS or Johan, but maybe a little bit of less grip would have suited our car better, because it's always been like that. So, but yeah, anyway. Yeah, it's not good for the championship, obviously, but what can you do?
You had a good run today, thank you. Kiitos.
So let's take a look at the replay of Kristoffersson up the inside here. Tidily done. And Gronholm said it was a bit of a surprise, grip levels were up. So yeah, couldn't hang on to the position. He did say maybe the track had gone the other way and just developed in favour of KMS or in favour of the Volvo, but sorry, KMS or in favour of Johan.
Yeah, I'm down here with OC Team Norway. It was a rough final, especially between you and Clara. How is your take on it? Was it was it fair? Was it smooth? Was it too rough? What do you think?
No, I mean, the first attempt I tried to overtake her was a bit too rough. I mean, I came with a little bit too high speed, but you know, she came out in front of me again, so I guess it's nothing to do about. But I had an issue with the car the whole final. I don't know, there was something wrong with the brakes, so it was really difficult to drive. So yeah, it was just, I figured out immediately. It was just about trying to fight up to the podium. So it is what it is. We wanted to beat Niklas to fight for the P2 championship, but very important that Johan won today and gain some more points on Niklas for his driver championship, and then let's see tomorrow what we can do about my driver championship.
Thank you, Ole.
Thank you.
Great stuff from Andreas down there. Joel, sorry to rush you about, like, no, it's last-minute stuff. Basically, you're going to be the champion. We know that kind of points-wise it's done, but also we know that you didn't want to celebrate anything until tomorrow. You got the job done today. You happy?
Yeah, I'm so happy. Today was a good day. In practice, we do a quite good laps. Now in the first qualify, the track is more fast, and we don't have so much grip as I want, and I lost so much time in the first qualify, but after that we improve a little bit in the car, and I do good laps, and I start very well, and start is always a very my specialty. I try always do very concentrated in the red light, and it was good.
Yeah, good stuff. Now, have you been for the ride with Howman as well? Did you go out in the ride car with CE dealer team or no?
Yeah, I sit on.
How was it?
It's very nice.
Yeah.
I'm quite surprised about the speed and how fast he's going after each corner. And the way he drive, I appreciate a lot the way the drive.
He's very good.
He's a very good.
You said to me yesterday, I know we're not there yet, but you got to win the title. And then you were like, maybe I'll sell the RX3 car, maybe I'll get an RX1 car. Like, having been out in a four-wheel drive car now with all that power, are you excited for the idea of stepping up for Euro RX?
Yeah, I hope so. It's my my dream now.
All right.
To move for a supercar. I was looking for a good car to do maybe some runs in next season. But
sorry to interrupt. Have you tested a supercar before?
Not yet.
Oh man, it's so much fun. The
Yeah,
first time
sure.
you pop the gears, it's going to be incredible.
We're about to go racing, Johan. Thank you so much. Come and see us tomorrow. Good luck tomorrow. It is then the conclusion of the FIA European Rallycross Championship for Supercar. An update on the points with where Bolevsky finished. Limitainen must win the final to be champion. He has Tamas Karai alongside him. Then it's Damien Litvinovic and Joni Tapainen on row 2. Nils Volland and Rennie Munich on row 3. 10 seconds to go till we kick off the last final and crown our 2025 FIA European Rallycross Champion. Shout out to Patrick O'Donovan, who is, of course, the current champion, last year's champion, and will remain so for another 5 minutes, Patrick, you know, and we're looking forward to welcoming him back in. But here we go. The 2025 title up for grabs here in Istanbul.
Ready to race.
Mika Limitainen must get away well. He needs to beat Karai to turn 1. We know the car starts well. It is a good start for Limitainen. He moves out immediately. Litvinovic behind him. Limitainen into turn 1 in the lead. Litvinovic up the inside of Karai. That's good for Limitainen's title hopes, but he's got 6 laps that he's got to continue to do this for. Tapainen slots in on the standard lap to go rear gunner. Karai goes off to the Joker on lap 1. Interesting tactic. Andreas, what do you think?
It was a great start for Mika. He did exactly what he needed. Like I said, starts are so crucial and so important in rallycross. Thomas is trying a big move here, you know. He's putting himself into the dust, into traffic, taking the Joker early, but he had incredible pace in that semi-final too when he won that.
And he's only 4.1 seconds back, so Tamas Karai in the Joker lap is the man you're looking for, because unless Litvinovic can get past, and for me, Litvinovic didn't have the pace of Karai in the previous semi. Out front, Limitainen has got a choice to make here, Andreas. Do you respond and go to cover off Karai immediately, or do you stay out? I think stay out.
Trust your own speed. You have been, Mika, you have been today's fastest man in European Championship. Trust that speed, trust your team guidance, you know. Do your work task, every braking, every rotation, every turn, every acceleration. That's what makes you win the European Championship.
And he's got an advantage here. The gap had come down to 3.4, but now Karai has caught up with Volland. So as long as Volland stays out, this is to Limitainen's advantage, isn't it?
Yeah, and he has to Tapainen in P3. He could potentially slow down,
back the pack up,
Karai, and back it up.
It's an enormous pressure on a 16-year-old. I know you had to go and ask him the question, because that's what the jury's for. Of course, but mate, that's the job. You did a brilliant job. I thought he acquitted himself really well with his answer, but it's hard, isn't it, for a 16-year-old who's coming for a bit of fun, and now he's in the depths of the title fight.
Yeah.
So live championship points for you at the minute. Look, it would be a title win for Mika Limitainen, but P2 wouldn't be enough, because he would be equal on points with Bolevsky, and Bolevsky would win it on countback, is what we're being told by race control. So still Limitainen leads. The gap back to Karai is 3.3. Karai's all over the back of Volland. Karai's got to find a way through here if he wants to keep his hopes alive of a win. He's got to get past. Oh, no, Volland goes off, so Volland's gone.
And Karai missed the braking point. That's horrible for him.
So Karai runs deep. Now Karai's going to be in a battle here with Rennie Munich. Rennie Munich versus Karai. This is to the advantage of Limitainen again. It's mad, isn't it? The car's separated by so much, but they are the two which are going to... Litvinovic is still in this. Limitainen may be driving a bit nervously. I would have expected him to drive away, Andreas.
And to be honest, from my point of view, it was kind of a strange call by Holland Racing to... He slowed down Thomas a little bit there, you know.
But Karai's got 5.2. Do you go now? I wonder if you do, because he's been released. He's got clear air in front of him.
Yeah. It's hard to call. I mean, Mika had a little gap to Litvinovic. No, that gap has come down. Did he make a mistake? I didn't see that. But he needs to get his brain back together and start pushing again.
He's either got to get the gap up on Karai, or he's got to go Joker now and cover him off. Watch the leader as he comes down the straight here. Is he going to go Joker? I think he should as well, and he hasn't. Limitainen hasn't gone. That leads to Tapainen out. Well, they can't park Tapainen from that far up the road. I think Limitainen should have gone in. The gap is down to 4.3. He's taken 8 tenths off him in the last lap.
But the good thing for Limatainen now is that Litwinovic kind of like now is ahead of Karai, and we have seen Karai's speed. If he didn't do that mistake when
he would have been in front of
Joker,
Litvinovic.
yes,
So Litvinovic going Joker has helped out Limatainen out front. It's out of Limatainen's hands. He's out front doing the best he can, doing the safe laps, maybe not pushing quite hard enough.
But the gap down to Litvinovic isn't much.
Litvinovic has parked out on the way in. Andreas, surely he's gone on a go slow on the way in there. It's 2.7 back to Litvinovic. The further 3 tenths back. It's going to be ultra tight. There's still 2 laps to go. Let's see the gaps again between them. Dust flies up in the second to last corner. It's plus 3.7 to Karai. He's got 1.5 seconds less than he had before.
Litvinovic has it.
So Litvinovic is driven away from Karai.
Yeah.
So what's happened to Karai? Is Karai going more slowly?
Mika need more speed. I know the Joker Turpainen, so Turpainen can't help Mika anymore.
So Turpainen has gone in and he comes out behind Karai. They needed him to come out in front. So the last chance for Turpainen to play a part in this. The 16-year-old has come out behind Karai and that frees him up. So Tamas Karai, 3.4 off the back. This could be so close for the title. Limatainen has to push on this lap. He needs to risk it all if he wants to win the big prize. Andreas, he's got to go.
It's too close.
Too close, says Andreas Bakkerud. We said 5.2, maybe should have gone on lap 3. We saw Karai make the mistake. Limatainen has to send it on this lap. It's got to be full send. Turpainen did not get out in front of Karai. Karai, the gap is 3.4. What's it going to be as they come over the start-finish line? Got another timing loop in there. If it's down to 3.2, it might be game over. Has it gone up? 3.0. Karai closes the gap by 0.4 of a second. This time Limatainen goes into the Joker. This is how Litvinovic is going to get in front of him anyway. Yeah. So Litvinovic is in front of Limatainen. Limatainen's going to drop back. Karai slides out the corner. Andreas spotted it way before me. I'm only watching the car in P3. It's irrelevant now where he comes. They're over the inside line. Limatainen runs wide, gets back up the inside of Karai. It's not going to be enough. He's going to miss out by 1 place. Litvinovic has suddenly found the pace. Karai up the inside now. Limatainen drops to P3. Belevsky is going to be the champion. He'll be watching in the paddock. The stress levels will be so high for him. Limatainen has gone from P1. Litvinovic has mugged him with incredible pace when it looked like he was backing Karai up. Through the last couple of corners, Litvinovic has never won a round of the FIA World Rallycross Championship. He comes into the final corner. It's a win in Euro RX1 for Litvinovic. He comes over the line to take the final round here in Turkey. And your European Rallycross champion is Yuri Belevsky. Limatainen gets P3, and it's not enough. Belevsky was sat sobbing in the car by the pit wall here. He's going to be the champion. Unbelievable.
Dude, I have goosebumps everywhere.
Andreas, you legend. I totally, the Litvinovic thing, I'm like, you said it's going to be Litvinovic. I was like, what's he mean? And I'm only watching the one car, but it was too late either way. He ended up P3.
I told Litvinovic to race the car. Do you think he did that? And then all of a sudden he got the speed of...
Let's go find out. You could send him an invoice. Wow, Yuri Belevsky wins the championship in the final race of the year, and he's not even in it. He will just be... I don't even know what the emotion will be like. Litvinovic with the donuts, sticks it out in the gravel trap in front of the crowd. The crowd are on their feet going mad. He's going to pull up alongside us, hopefully here. Come on, David, give us more on the start-finish straight. Go on, go for it. Yes! Yes! Gives us a thumbs up as he comes past. So stoked for him.
That's awesome.
Oh, mate.
I'm so happy to see a Polish driver up fighting for titles, fighting for wins. We need that in the championship. Poland is a great place, and would love to bring Rallycross back there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I won my first title in European Rallycross Championship in Poland, in Slumsen.
What a great...
I'm sorry if I say it the wrong way.
They love their motorsport, don't they? Oh, so there we go. Damian Litvinovic takes his first win in the European Rallycross Championship. P2 was his best before. Karai, who I had my eyes on. Andreas has put Litvinovic, who was going to be there. Yeah, silly me. And Mika Limatainen, who just had to win if he wanted to get it. You know, it said we thought it was P1 or P2. Then when we realised Belevsky would get it on countback, it was P1 only. And unfortunately, third is not enough. So Belevsky, unfortunately for Limatainen. For Belevsky, we did feel he was a bit unlucky this week. And Andreas, he's made it, although he did say he's made his own mistakes. Yeah. I mean,
so did Mika. I don't know if something happened with the car or something like that. But you know, when at least you have the chance to decide it yourself, then you know, it is what it is. You know? You didn't have the pace, all right, or I lost my head, whatever. But at least you could decide it yourself.
Litvinovic, where's the lap times? Because Litvinovic was
1:0.
Yeah, he said a minute 0.7. Because the one
Limitainen did 1:01.4.
When he went Joker and came out in front of Karai.
Yeah.
Was his Joker? Yes, his Joker was mega.
Yeah.
It was 1:04. Look.
Yeah, against 1:06.7.
Karai went on lap 1 at 1:03.
Yeah.
Oh, looking at the lap times, he literally took a 10th here and a 10th there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Joker lap was actually 3/10 slower than Karai's.
Damian's lap 5 and 6
were mega.
And 3 were really strong compared with Mika's.
Into Park Ferme comes Litvinovic and climbing out of the car here. Over the moon. His first ever victory in the European Rallycross Championship. He's super stoked. I think Andreas might go down. No, we haven't got the head down. Yeah, go on, head down. Andreas is going to head down, see if he can catch him. Our camera's down there anyway. So Andreas is running down to Park Ferme. Oh, Mika Limitainen's out of the car as well. Super pleased. Litvinovic with that first win. Belevsky with the title. Disappointment, obviously. Oh, Mika Limitainen as well. Out of the cars. Litvinovic bangs the car on the roof, hugging the team. Cuba down there taking the photos of the big lens as well. What's a dramatic end to the title fight. Limitainen got it done. He got it done in the start, but it was not enough. Yuri Belevsky is the 2025 FIA European Rallycross champion by 3 points. Limitainen did a fantastic, and Litvinovic has nicked P2. So Litvinovic has taken P2. They're equal on points with him and Limitainen. That'll be on countback, I'm almost certain. I think they've got a win each, so it will be the latest win. But forgive me if I've got the regs wrong. So that is Litvinovic steals P2. Limitainen drops P3. Volland fourth. Enlund, Munich, Tapanen, and Karai. Laszlo Kiss, Ikonen, Omen. We had some great drivers. Maiko Tan with a brilliant result, of course, in Finland. Konchek, who won in Hungary. How many different winners have we had? Konchek, we've had Maiko Tan. Yes, we've had 4 different winners in the 5 rounds this year. Andreas Bakkerud is with Litvinovic right now. Let's go and find out how happy he is.
Damian, your first ever win in the European Rallycross Championship here in Turkey. What's going through your mind right now?
You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't even believe it when I crossed the lines. I was so happy. I was just screaming what I can, you know. I'm so happy. I don't know what to say.
I mean, your whole family is always there with you. Kristoffersson, yourself, you're a hard-working guy. What does this mean for the whole team, for the whole crew?
Yeah, you know, it means a lot. It was, you know, hard year. We managed a lot with the car. We improve a lot. I improve a lot. So yeah, it's been a wonderful year and a wonderful end of the year.
My last question for you: did you race the car for the final?
Yeah, I raced for everything. I didn't put it higher, but because we didn't have time. But we was a little bit thinking about it, about suggestion from you. But thank you for your advices because it helped me a lot.
Hey, big congratulations! It was awesome seeing you out there, and best of luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.
So no one can find Yuri Belevsky, which is kind of first of all. Damien Litvinovic, what a lovely bloke, so stoked. He's been so friendly all year. Yeah, it's brilliant to see him take his first result. I'm trying to call Yuri here. No one knows where he is. He was sat in the car next to us at pit wall, thinking the title dream was over. Stayed in there for a long time. The crowd are being allowed in behind as well. They're running down alongside to come and take a look. Andreas Bakkerud is with P2 man Tamas Karai.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I'm here with Tamas Karai. I know your English isn't the strongest, but are you happy with today's result?
Thank you very much. Very happy. I am very happy. Good team. Good atmosphere.
Weather.
Weather. Yes.
Awesome, thank you very much. It was great seeing you back on the podium. I worked with the Karai team and the family last year, and they definitely have a strong group around them.
So Andreas Bakkerud doing a great job down there. Say it's a European Championship. Not everyone speaks brilliant English. Don't have a problem with that at all. You can read a lot from a smile on somebody's face. And Andreas has worked with Tamas. Also interesting what he said about Litvinovic. Thank you for your advice. It helped me a lot. Great to see, isn't it? To have a bloke like that in the commentary box, you can go down there. The crowd are coming down alongside me here on the start-finish straight to head to the podium. Hey. So Andreas Bakkerud's with Mika Limatine, and he came so close, but not quite this time.
Yeah, I'm down here with Mika, and Mika, you were flawless today. Q1, 2, 3. The first 3 laps of the final, the 4 laps in the final, the 5 laps in the final. You had it in your pocket. What happened?
I don't know. We have too much run. Yeah. I think. I don't know.
Is it feeling sour? You had the title in your pocket. It was a great fight between you and Jüri. You did everything right, and then not quite there.
Yeah, that's a long season, and every whole month racing, and we have to think about the last season. But congratulations, Pelevski. He's the World Championship, and that's enough.
Are you coming back next year?
Let's see. I don't think so.
Kiitos.
That's a disappointed driver. We understand that. That's fine. I think he should come back next year because he's been a great title contender. He really has. I say he's P3 because it looks like Litvinovic will be P2 thanks to them being equal on points and Litvinovic winning the final round. Pelevski, the only driver to win 2 rounds this year. Remember, Konchek took it in Hungary. Finland was won by Mikko Tam on his debut one-off appearance. Litvinovic wins here in Turkey. Pelevski won the first 2 in Lousada and Höljes. Lousada was a whitewash. Höljes was a nightmare. Today looked like being a nightmare, and it's turned into a dream. Jüri Pelevski, the European Rallycross champion. And nobody can find him. He's left the track and he's on his way back. I mean, it's just brilliant. Andreas, you legend. Good job. Good job. He's running back. He's going to climb up onto the stage now. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Here he is. Well done, mate. Good show. So Pelevski, I don't know if you heard Andreas, he's left the circuit and he's on his way back. So this is giving me vibes of like just when rally championships have been won, you know, a driver leaves, don't they? And then I don't know someone.
It's so many emotions. Like just for you guys to understand, rallycross is so different to any other motorsport. You go so tight with other drivers personally on the grid, the chit chat, all that stuff.
Contact as well.
So much adrenaline. It's like a boxing match, MMA fight, whatever, you know, and. To see these guys' faces. I did an interview with Jüri Pelevski losing the championship. He stood
How long
right
did
there.
he sit in the
no
car?
wheel, no rims, no brake disc, no damper. He left the track.
You know why he was sat in that car for so long, don't you? Because of the emotion. He
and then he ends up being the winner.
I mean, I feel like if I was him, I might have stuck around to see. But I guess at that point, you feel like the world's against you. It's done, and then yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's mad, isn't it? What a story, what an ending to the European Rallycross Championship. I can't wait for those guys to be in World tomorrow. You know, that's going to be a lot of fun as well. But
and well done to Mika. I mean, he's so coming into the championship. No, I haven't really seen his name for that many years, and I think he did a really great job.
So
he needs to, what do you call it in English when you, well done to yourself?
Pat himself on the back.
Yes.
Yes, this was enough. Group, I like this, Andreas.
The whole gang came together. They have done a flawless job, you know. He's not a pro driver. He started late, and he's done so great. Finishing second here is a win.
He will be disappointed about Kumi-Ring because Kumi-Ring, if he'd made the final, that would have meant Pelevski wouldn't, and then he would have won the title here. But of course,
I would be champion too, 5 times.
If he's
so whatever.
If he's the longest word, and. That's a championship season.
Yeah.
If Jüri Pelevski hadn't hit the tyre stack, he'd have won it anyway. You know, I was just saying about, you look at his season, the 2 wins at the start, a total whitewash and a total nightmare.
If Niklas's car didn't stop in Finland, he would be leading the title.
Championship. That's what a championship is made up of. And it's the ability to have the consistency at the highest possible level to get the job done. But I still can't get over the fact he's left the circuit.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Trouble is, how long have we got? 8 minutes. We need to know where I want him to come back. Behind us.
It would be cool to interview Rolf and Vollan Motorsport.
We need Johan as well. Where's Johan? Oh, you spoke to him on the grid, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
You'd be looking at data already ready for tomorrow knowing Johan. I want to see Pelevski. Where's Jüri?
But also the fact that Litvinovic winning here today from Poland, I can't remember last time a Polish driver won in the European Rallycross Championship. That's
I have no idea.
Skorupski, me and him were quite big rivals in RX3. Awesome driver, running the team. Like the whole story there, it's really incredible. The whole family team.
It's a long time, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's definitely in the highest
I think
level.
in Supercar, Skorupski was driving here for Liam Doran Motorsport and Monster Energy back in 2015 in the Henning Solberg.
Where did he finish?
He wasn't even in the final,
right.
so semi-final-ish. He never won. I don't think there ever has been a Polish driver.
I certainly not.
Sorry.
No, that's true. That's fine. Certainly not since 2013 when I started with the series. But as many people will joke and tell you, that's not when Rallycross started, and we're well aware of that. Up onto the top step of the podium.
Of the winning driver.
Great scenes.
Trophies will be presented by, for third place, FIA World Motorsport Council member Jan Stoviček. Second place, FIA World Motorsport Council member Rado Raspet. And for the winner, the FIA Vice President for Support Europe, Miss Anna Nordqvist.
Okay, brilliant stuff. Trophies and hugs going out. We've got a big surprise for you in just a minute. I'm so pleased. Damian Litvinovich takes his first ever win in the FIA European Rallycross Championship. Up on the top step, fantastic trophies here. Mika Limitanen P3. He'll be disappointed. Great stuff at Karai as well. I think it's time for the champagne, isn't it, lads? Here we go. Get those trophies down. Come on, get the champagne on the go. Quick, quick, quick. Now let's do more photos.
Many congratulations to all of you, and now it's time for the champagne celebration.
Okay, here we go, champagne! There we go.
Awesome.
Okay, here's your big surprise. While the Champions music plays, here he is, Yuri Belevsky, European Rallycross champion. Mate,
congratulations.
What an afternoon. I mean, you left the track. It was, you must just be feeling, I don't know what you're feeling. You tell us.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I completely didn't expect it. You know, I
figured.
I was pissed after the semi-finals, and then actually my dad, he just arrived. He called me and he said, actually, can you pick me up? I'm waiting outside the track. So I jumped in a car and then I drove there to pick him up. And then I get a call from Rolf saying, you're the champion. I said, there must be a mistake, you know, because come on, it cost me so many points, this DNF in a semi. There is like no way. And they said, no, you are. I said, are you sure there is no mistake? They said, yeah. So
I did the weirdest thing. I did an interview with you just down there.
Yes.
Yeah. And I felt so bad.
Yeah.
But it's part of the job, and I had to do it. And you took it so well. And all of a sudden, next thing led to this.
You sat in the car for a long time. I don't want to dwell on it. You're the champion now, but I imagine your emotions must have been in an awful place for you to stay in the car for so long. You can be honest or not. It's entirely up to you.
No. To be honest, I was waiting for the pickup truck.
Really?
Yeah,
We're sitting here thinking he must be devastated.
Yes, and to be honest, I also couldn't stop the car. Andreas maybe knows until the exhaust is less than 500 degrees, so I have to wait till it cools down.
So you were gutted, but not sitting there hiding.
I mean, of course I was gutted, but I wasn't hiding. I was actually waiting for the car go like 490.
We weren't
stop.
sure how emotional you were feeling.
No. I mean, of course I was gutted, you know, but not to the point where I would say, come on, crying in a car or something, you know.
Yeah.
So,
he's such a smart guy that he actually knows, like, you
at
just
that
lose the
point,
championship.
Switch it off,
switch it off, run away. I'm out of here. Adios.
I mean, the manifolds are expensive, right?
Yeah. It's true.
Not as expensive as a season in the European Rallycross Championship, which you have won. You won the first two events, mate. That's what's made the difference, really, when you look. It has been an up and down year. What do we do now?
Don't know. I mean, for tonight, for sure we enjoy. Yeah. That's 100%. And then for the next year, we see, you know, I'm not yet sure how it's going to be with the work, because, you know, also work outside of racing. With the money, work, you know, I mean, there is whole lots of factors. Oh.
Let's...
Yep.
There we go. So the podium's up. Johan Kristoffersson has won the second to last round of the FIA World Rallycross Championship. But stood next to us is Nyirád, the 2025 European Rallycross Champion. How does that sound, mate, briefly?
Not bad.
Fantastic, mate. Andreas, what a performance this year from Nyirád. Obviously 2 wins. He's had a bit of a roller coaster. You've been there. What does it feel like winning a title like this?
Ah, that's awesome. And I think he won it with his strength in Hungary after a very bad qualification, getting it back on track and winning there. That was awesome.
Yeah, great stuff. Brilliant, mate. To have left the circuit and think you weren't the champion, we couldn't have had a wilder ride today. Join us tomorrow when the European Rallycross Championship drivers are going to join the field for the FIA World Rallycross Championship. The final round of the year will have the biggest entry we've had in a few years, and it should be a great day. So do not miss tomorrow, the last round of the FIA World Rallycross Championship and Euro RX3. We'll see you in the morning. Congratulations, Nyirád.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrew.
Koçoğlu.